is. It is. So I haven't seen you live. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I've been like doing a lot of practicing with the bands, and Kathy and I, we've been getting along fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah. We
good.
had a little fight last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Kathy, she's from Guyana.
Oh,
You knew that,
what?
didn't you? She's from Guyana.
No. Where's
Yeah,
that?
it's black people.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
and she immigrated to Canada, and we just got in a little argument about her old boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
You're jealous. I get on the
Yeah.
ketamine. I take that ketamine.
Yeah. You finally got the ketamine, huh?
Yeah, I got it in
you
the middle
drinking a beer? I never
Yeah.
seen you drink a beer.
No, I'm at Tom's house.
Oh, you're at
He said we
Tom's
could
house.
drink his
That's
beer.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I
Yeah,
forgot.
he did. I've been practicing a lot, and I got the mirror moves, and we just been, life's been like good. I'm living a childhood all over. It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
I know. I
thank-
wondered. Haven't seen your live for a while.
Yeah, the YouTube lives are a little bit down. I don't know why. I think that just too many people just don't appreciate my music.
Oh, well, I think your music is good.
Well, we practice.
Yeah.
I got 2 bands now.
Oh, you got 2? What?
Yeah.
2 bands?
My own, and I'm playing another one.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That keeps you busy, huh?
Yeah, it's been a great retirement.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And I still hear from people there's some people that I had to get rid of that I don't let come out and ruin the chat. Chris and Debbie, they still contact me.
Oh, yeah. What a nut job.
Yeah, they moved again. They got a new apartment.
They moved again?
Yeah, they got another apartment. Chris was giving the women the creeps. So they had to move.
Yeah. He used to be kind of creepy on Tom's live too. So Tom had to get rid of him too.
Yeah.
And Debbie, she's just a big mouth pig. I can't stand her.
Yeah, that's Debbie, all right. They sent me. They were always hinting around about visiting. Just
visiting.
Want to visit in Canada. We just we just never got. We didn't do it. And I hear from Michelle occasionally.
Oh yeah, how is Michelle?
Well, she got divorced, Michelle, and she gets shock therapy. They put the electric. They put the electric on her head, and she said that she's just trying to get motivated. She's a single woman now.
Oh, okay, yeah. She hasn't gone live for a while.
No.
I do see her go live once in a while. I didn't know. I knew she got divorced, and then she did do a live about online dating bullshit. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah. She was sending Rob, the guy in Iowa, some nudies. Nude pictures.
What?
Yeah, Rob, the Mexican from Iowa, she was sending him nude photos.
What a pervert.
What?
Yeah. Weird.
What?
He's really getting out there. Hey, Rob.
Oh,
Where you at?
Jacksonville.
Oh, good. And you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Good. How's it going down there?
All right.
Good.
Not getting many dates.
Yeah. You fucked any escorts?
I'm trying, man. They cancel me as soon as I put my name on there.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I've been just practicing with my band. We wrote some new songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah. How come you never come on there and join us when we're playing the music?
Good question.
Well, why? Don't you like it? Don't you like my voice?
Play a hell of a keyboard.
Yeah. We're really busy. Yeah, we're really busy. You know, we've been thinking about touring down around Iowa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But it's up in the air. Hey, what's that, Stephanie?
I was going to say that'd be a big tour in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Quad Cities.
Got some big ass cornfields to party in.
Oh,
I really like doing it. Yeah, I just trying to like promote my brand.
Yeah, we go across the river in Illinois and get a big bag of pot. And...
Yeah, I get that. In Canada, I can't afford to get in trouble over there.
Huh.
Yeah, I got kicked out of the Indian casino and the dispensary there. Yeah. I took the ketamine and I was taken into the parking lot. And the Indian tribal police came out there and they kicked me out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember I told you not to order that ketamine on offline. You don't know what you're getting.
Yeah. Well, it said ketamine.
I'll be in Edmonton. I don't know, next month or so. I'll have to try some of that shit out.
No, don't do it. I get kicked out of the Indian casino.
Well,
I got some seeds that grew like 1,000 pounds of marijuana this summer.
All right. I have to try some of that shit out.
You gotta quit. You gotta quit smoking that. That's gonna really fry your brain.
Hey, speaking of frying my brain, I want to thank you for you and the Chosen One bringing some things up about me when you joke about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I quit doing a lot of that. Yeah. I didn't realize when I was on there that my head was like this so much. And I quit calling the women beautiful and gorgeous.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I really
Well,
I thank you too for that, because I was just high on the ketamine and I get sloppy. It's good.
There's nothing wrong with calling women beautiful or gorgeous.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
You
because
just got to be careful how you administer it, man. You can't be keistering the ketamine.
like drink too much. Well, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, young Mexican. Kathy and I took some ketamine today, and we fucked for an hour and a half.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So what do you? Was that the right dose there, Pancho?
I guess I'm surprised you wouldn't even know you had a pecker. You take that much shit.
Yeah, so great, man.
Were you fighting about Michael Jackson?
Yeah, the Kathy don't like Tommy. She said that he don't think Michael Jackson done nothing wrong.
No, he did it.
Yeah, and we get fights about that kind of thing. But overall, he's a good man. Tom's a good man. I was hoping that I could have like some of the people that Tom kicked off on up here tonight, like the Chris and the Debbie. And
Oh yeah, and I wonder if Rita's still around.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't know. She don't come on the pirate radio too much.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, you ever been to Branson?
No. No, they were the Chris and the Debbie. They were sent talking about swingers.
May swing it.
I didn't want to go. No, I've begun. I try to be nice to. Oh, I do have some news though. The Chris did get his teeth.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. He did get teeth. Yep, he's got
Poor
teeth.
fella.
Didn't have to pay for them.
No, he didn't have to pay for them. No.
I got to call Trump.
Yeah, your benefits should change over to Trump. We got the taxes now. It's gonna work out, okay?
Oh yeah. It takes time.
Hey, you know what though? My buddy told me one thing good about not having any teeth. Makes your tongue longer.
What? How old is he?
70.
Oh, okay.
Says he's got a longer tongue to eat more pussy.
Well, I know guys that haven't had teeth for 30 years that eat, and they say they don't need teeth, which I don't understand.
Yeah, I had an uncle that all of his teeth fell out of his head, and he could eat like a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, do you know anything about that, Stephanie?
Of course I do.
No, but I mean, you wouldn't want. No, no, but I mean, I know you wanted to get. If you could have, you would have got implants. So I know that the answer is not the same because you haven't got to do this like these people that I knew that said they wouldn't have got teeth if they could have. So how did they do that? How did they chew with no teeth?
Oh, yeah, your gums get really tough.
Oh,
The calluses, right?
But I mean, I put in my teeth when I eat, of course. But I mean, some things like, if I have my ham sandwich, I don't really need to put in my teeth.
Oh, gotcha. Huh.
See what I mean? But,
Yeah.
I couldn't go out and eat a steak dinner without my teeth, without my teeth. So, but they don't fit right. So it makes it really hard, so.
But you should qualify for dentures.
No, I don't, Mark. They don't just give old people dentures.
Yeah, see, you get too much retirement.
I do. And it's just not that much over either.
Yeah.
That's why I can't qualify for any help of anything.
If you were broke, you would get.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If I was broke, yeah. Like or living off the government like Chris and Debbie do,
Yeah, they suck the government.
I know a sugar daddy might be able to get you some teeth.
They suck the government dry. They got every trick in the book.
Yeah.
Chris told me one time that he spends about $900 a month on DVDs.
Oh God.
I can't miss out on the deal.
Better spend it while they can because big cuts are coming. They've already started.
Yeah, like how bad?
Pretty bad. There's always something on the news. Yeah. People that have been on welfare their whole life are bitching because they might have to go out and get a freaking job.
Yeah. Well, Debbie says that she has like a lot of pain and she can't work.
Where in her ass?
That's what I said. I said, Debbie, Why don't you just try to lose 50 pounds off each ass cheek? And your knees won't hurt as much.
Yeah, that's true. No, it is true though.
Do you agree, Rob? You do?
I would say something, but I don't.
Why not? We are
Yeah.
the truth seekers,
Yeah.
no matter how painful.
Do you give a fuck what they think about you?
Not at all.
All right, say it. What were you gonna say? Don't be a Mexican pussy. You know, cartel. You know, badass. Say it.
Just the hole in the pussy itself weighs 50 pounds. That's just the hole.
They're gonna get you banned.
Sorry, Lord. I didn't mean to say that.
Oh God. Oh man. What
Come
else
on,
was I
Jimmy.
gonna ask? Oh yeah, Mark, where have you been playing? Like, have you been getting any gigs and stuff?
Yeah, we play at the country club, the
Ooh.
Battle of the Bands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we took runner up,
Oh,
and we play at
excellent.
like outside venues.
Uh-huh. Oh, excellent.
We're busy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I know. I bet you are.
I'm gonna put up more videos of our playing, but it's hard to get to do the whole song. The people come on.
Yeah.
And we don't have like people that will do that. They do the whole thing. They just get parts of songs.
Right.
So really
right.
trying to up it up a little bit, do a little better. Sing
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Yeah, I wanted to sing some of the Peter Frampton songs that I uploaded.
Yeah.
They didn't answer me.
I used to love Peter Frampton.
Did you listen to my upload on the Peter?
I think so.
Yeah, well,
I don't. You know, like I said, you haven't been around for a while, so I don't remember. I watched some of them, and stuff, but yeah.
That's cool. I heard you guys been playing abroad over in England.
Oh yeah, we've been thinking about the mother country. It's just we're getting older. I don't want to like travel so much. Kathy shows up to all my things. It's like 4 hours. We're getting like more money this year than we did last year. It's a lot of
good.
A lot of fun. Yeah, really enjoying it. I just wish you guys would come on and critique us more and give us pointers.
I heard you went over to England. You went over to England, and Elton John was looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, that's it.
On the keyboard, he wanted to watch the keys.
He could. He would do it. I love to entertain people. Rob, how long are you going to be in Florida?
Couple days. Go up to New York, and I turn around, come back.
Good for you. Is it hot there?
Humid, very humid right now. Rain for several days.
Oh, that damn Florida. I don't know how anybody could live there with that weather. Oh my God.
I was in Alabama, and it fucking rained every day there too.
Yeah, it's 69 here now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 63 here. See, at least when we have rain, it's cool. But, in some of those states over there, it rains and it's still hot out. Oh my God.
It was hot today. 94 in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'd die.
Yeah, the humidity, that's the only downside here. The humidity.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's no way I could even breathe
I don't know how
down
people
there.
lived here before air conditioning.
Oh God, I know it. I know. I would have to buy one of those that you wear around your neck if I lived there. They
I don't
have
think.
them too.
Yeah, they do.
Did they work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I saw them when I was looking for. I have an air conditioner here, but I was looking for a small one and a tabletop one. And I saw one that it was a neck air conditioner. This thing that wraps around your neck and blows cool air.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
wrap it around your neck.
They got these now that you hook on your belt loop on your pants, and it blows cool air up your shirt.
Oh yeah, you know what? I saw a waist one. They called
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put one in
Chris.
each
I saw
pocket so that
those.
way it blows on my
I
titties.
mean, Rob. Yeah, I saw those on Amazon too. You attach it to your waist somehow. But no, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about getting that neck one because that would be nice. I could just sit here and just yeah, be cool. I might get that. It's only like $40 or something.
You'd be a cool cat.
I'd be a cool cat.
Does it
Cool
really
old
work?
cat. I don't know.
I'll
Have to
put that.
get it and see and
I
try
want
it.
to get one of those waist ones and hook it up to my shoes so it blows cool air up my pants and cools down the boys.
I don't think they work that.
Oh,
I don't see how they get rid of the humidity.
yeah. See,
Maybe
you guys have
it's
that.
probably just a fan, you know.
You need more than
You,
just air.
yeah,
Ah,
you guys have that humidity. See, we don't here. That's the one good thing. Um, but that's so weird. Hawaii's the same way. I've been to Hawaii, several times, and it's so weird there. All of a sudden, it would start raining, but people just walked around because it was still hot out, and then the rain would just stop, and it was
yeah,
still hot.
that's the
And
way it
you'd be
was
dried
when.
off in like 5 minutes.
That's the way it is here
Crazy.
in Florida.
Yeah, it was so crazy. I couldn't believe it.
It's raining on the beach and people are just going about like their regular day. Like the beach don't affect them. Or the rain don't affect them. They just go about their business and the rain will stop and they just go about what they're doing. Like oh, what you
I
do? It's
know.
fucking rain.
Yeah, because it's still hot out. Oh, hi Tom, you're back.
Hello.
Hi
Yeah, if
Tom.
you like, ceiling fans are big down here, and it
Yeah.
can be. If I'll give you an example, like I've got them in all the rooms and on my porch, and if it's
Yeah.
95 and I'm like laying on my bed and I turn a ceiling fan on low, it's perfect. But if I turn it up like one notch below low, it gets too cool. They work really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. But you know that for people over 60, that's one of the main ways older people get pneumonia is a light, cool breeze while you're sleeping.
Oh
Really?
God.
Yeah.
Well, I should be dead then because I have slept with a fan in my
But
room for
I bet you're under
years.
covers, aren't you?
Yeah, I
And the
have to have
fan's
it on
not
my
blowing
face.
on you, is it?
But yes, it's blowing right on my face.
Yeah, face you could probably get away with. But
Yeah.
people get chilled at night if they don't wake up with a fan blowing on their body. You lose a lot of temperature, believe it or not, and it causes pneumonia in older people.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And my doctor buddy says my doctor buddy tells all his patients 50 years and older don't get on a ladder no matter how tall it is.
Oh, a ladder. Oh, Jesus. I can't even get on a step stool without losing my balance.
You know, I read an article about older people, like they'll go to like decorate their home or put Christmas lights on or something. And they talk to them later. And it's like a lot of older people that do that. They actually forget they're on a ladder. They step right off.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, it's common, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
You would think, well, how can you forget you're on a ladder? Well, it doesn't really happen to young people too much. But old people do it a lot. They're just get busy. They hang that last strand of lights and step right off the end.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I know it. He tells
you think it would, you think that they'd fall off because of their balance.
Yeah.
See, my balance is way off now that I'm older.
A lot of people in the northern states, probably Iowa too, where there's a lot of deer hunting, fall out of deer stands.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, they fall setting them up. They fall.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy. I know in Michigan, where I lived in West Branch, that small town, there were 2 quadriplegics that fell out of deer stands.
Guys stand up to shoot the fucking deer and lose their balance. And
And you know, that's not an uncommon reason why you'll find a guy that's retired. He doesn't come home for fishing. They go out and he drowned, standing up, peeing off the side of a boat.
Yeah.
That gets a lot of them too. They lose their balance. They don't hit anything, or the boat's not jarred or anything. You know, they get a little lightheaded. Maybe they got a blood pressure. They're on blood pressure medication. Stand up real quick. Stand there to the side, fall out. And so, yeah, it's not uncommon. Crazy.
No. Yeah, but you have to be sensible too. Now, I know my balance isn't good, so I don't use a step ladder or whenever my like my light in my refrigerator on the ceiling in the kitchen burned out. I had my brother-in-law come and put a new bulb because I knew if I stood on a chair to try to do it, I would frickin' fall. I know I would.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Now, do you notice sometimes, like, you don't wear glasses, do you, Rob?
No.
Stephanie, do you notice sometimes, do you have trifocals?
No.
Do you have bifocals?
No.
You're lucky.
They made me dizzy. Yeah, they made me dizzy, those bifocal things.
Because that causes people to fall too.
Oh, I know. And when I first, I tried to get them one time, and no, I couldn't. So I use my readers. I just go back and forth.
So can you drive without glasses?
Yeah, I can now. Yeah. I don't really need my glasses that much anymore. After that cataract surgery, my distance actually got better, but my close up got worse.
Yeah. Can you read without glasses?
Yeah. Some things I can. Other times I have to put on my readers.
Rob, have you ever wore glasses?
Yeah.
What do you got, contacts?
No. I threw them out the window.
Is your distance vision good?
That's what the long distance.
Yeah. Can you see good?
I know.
Yeah.
Mixed gas. I know. I in fact called Rob Chris by mistake.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, Rob, not that you look like Chris. Mixed gas said that you were impersonating by having the TV on in the background.
Yeah, now start your own chat, Rob. Start your own chat while you're on somebody else's.
Yeah, good idea. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking idiot. You know, that moron emailed me a couple times today. Yeah, he just can't go away. You know, I just don't really understand these adults that, you know, get booted off here. And they keep coming back under different names and stuff. I think it's so strange for like adults.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I really don't understand.
It's like, you know, you got 32 people in the chat and there's only 3 people typing.
Yeah.
I think, what are they afraid? The hell?
No, I think a lot of them are stalkers. They're trying to, you know, to catch me doing something they can report me for and try and get my channel canceled.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there are plenty of those out there.
Yeah, probably.
But, you know, if you don't monetize any of this crap, it's a lot less pressure.
Right.
Because really, if you're not monetized, I mean, you know, you're not going to get recommended or you're going to get, I don't really care about that. So it's as good as it gets. I mean, they can report me all day long and it doesn't mean anything because they're not sending my stuff to new people.
Yeah, but they're still excuse me, Rob, they're still giving you commercials though.
No, but see, no, they will. They came out and said that about 4 years ago. In the old days, if you weren't monetized, you got no commercials. And they said about 4 years ago, they're running commercials on all videos, even people that aren't eligible for revenue.
Oh, really?
You know, I got a thing where I can click and see how much money I make if I was monetized. And I do it once in a while. And I've got 26,000 videos uploaded. And they would pay me like $192 a month.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's not worth, but it's not worth $192 a month to be on eggshells.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, if they paid like the old days, I probably would monetize them and just tone it down. But I'm not going to do both things. Plus, when you're not monetized, you don't need to worry about these losers reporting you. They can't do shit.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I'm not breaking any because for a while, I check off all the boxes. I check off all the worst shit. Could this offend somebody?
Right.
Is this politically controversial? You know, you fucking name it. So you can't say that I didn't warn you.
Right.
So basically, you know, I've checked off all the boxes to guarantee that I'm not going to get any new subscribers, which I could care less about.
Right. Yeah.
Like I was going to say, I've watched some of your, I don't know, videos and you're feeding the birds or whatever. And I would get commercials or advertising. I'm going, what the fuck? But like you said, I guess YouTube does what they want to do.
They did that about 4 years ago. There's things. I'll tell you where I got fucked though, man. Not that bad, but you know, I do that sunrise, moonrise, all that bullshit. And it's one thing to put up 30 seconds with no sound or no music, right? But you know, when I was doing those sunrises and shit like that, you know, I'm uploading a 6-hour video. I gotta have some sound on there. So, you know, I would put piano, bird singing, some shit like that. And then they were really hell on that for a while, striking you, you know, this, that. And they had some limited copyright-free music you could use, but like all of it was terrible. There wasn't like one thing you'd want to connect that music to. So I signed up for that Epidemic Sound, that copyright-free music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you hear in my videos. So, you know, I even kept paying them when I hadn't downloaded a song in a couple of years because they saved my ass. I didn't have to worry about getting violated or struck or some bullshit with a copyrighted song. I bought theirs and that's what I put on my thing. And it wasn't like music that you were going to be playing driving down the road getting into. It was just music.
Right.
Background
videos,
music.
right? So about 4 months ago, YouTube sends you this thing and it's like copyright violation. Like, you know, I probably have 6,000 songs with 6,000 videos with that Epidemic Sound, you know, different videos.
Right.
I get this thing. It's like copyright violation. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is copyright free music. So I'm challenging all these fucking things, and they're turning them over. It's like, thanks, because you got to basically swear you're telling the truth, and if you're not, they'll really fuck you good. You lose your channel. Well, I'm not filling that shit out to lose my channel. I paid for that music, right? Well, when I signed up, I have probably 1,000 of their songs saved, and I've used them so much, and they're so like blah that I don't even use them anymore. They're on my old videos, right? So about a month ago, I started these like serious things from YouTube. You're using copyright music. We told you. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like Epidemic Sound. Evidently, they've got their computers hooked up now to where there's some way they check.
Yeah.
And they said that you're not a paying member. And it's like, well, I'm not. I haven't paid it about like 8 months because I didn't need to be. I bought that music, to use for things. As it turns out, now if you go on Epidemic Sound, you got to check a box acknowledging that you know it. But when I signed up, you didn't. As it turns out now, you have to have an active subscription with them, or all that music that you downloaded and used is no longer copyright free.
What?
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to be paying these fuckers until the day I die, or they own the rights to the music and I can't use it if I don't pay every month.
Yeah. So let's say you had a video a year and a half and you uploaded that music to it, and then you no longer pay for the subscription. That video a year and a half ago is.
Yeah, YouTube's going to send me a thing and they're going to silence it.
Wow, what a trap.
And YouTube, you never know. It's passive aggressive. That's the minimum they can do. The maximum they can do is cancel your channel because you're using all this copyright free music. There's some way they can probably check. And if I wasn't paying the monthly subscription, they could probably click some buttons like this motherfucker. He's not only using 2 songs, he's using 6,500 songs.
Wow.
Let's cancel this. So I signed back up.
Wow.
Yeah. And StreamYard, I signed up for StreamYard again yesterday.
Yeah.
You know how much StreamYard is now? The basic bottom plan. Guess how much?
$65 a month.
No, well, it's like $440 if you pay it all at once a year, which I think's a lot.
Jeez.
But it's really kind of set up for like legit stuff rather than bullshitting around like I do. Hey, Mark.
Right.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Mark, how are you?
Good. How are you, Stephanie?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Rockstar?
Likewise. Hey, Rob. Tom. Hey, Rob.
Yo.
How do you make a gay guy scream twice?
How do I do what?
How do you make a gay guy scream twice?
I give up.
First, you fuck him in the ass.
Okay.
Then you wipe your dick off on his drapery.
Oh, God. Dang, Mark.
I got to remember that one.
Mark, you hitting that ketamine again?
Yeah.
Sorry. I really digressed on that one.
Hey,
Yeah,
Stephanie wants to know why you're not doing more of your music shows.
Why I haven't been on live lately a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite a long time.
Yeah, it's just been busy with between rehearsals and playing music. It's just been and then by the time I get home it's late, or if I am home I'm wiped out usually. It's just been crazy lately. I'm trying to get back on a couple of times a week, but it's.
Hey, you know what you should do? Like if you just get like a camcorder, you can buy a used one. Like I just bought a 1 terabyte card the other day.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I can plug it into, AC and record 15 hours straight if I wanted to. Now the reason I did that, so I could, if we get a good thunderstorm, usually I get about 2.5 hours on a battery. That's it. And then it's over. Well, sometimes these storms don't come in. They last longer than they said. So this way I'll at least have the complete storm. But, you could do that, Mark. You get a plug-in. You don't use batteries. You get a terabyte card and you set that thing up somewhere and you record your whole thing, which, isn't going to be anywhere near 15 hours. And you got every show you did taped.
Yeah, and then you could upload it to your channel.
Yeah,
that'd be cool to see a whole set or something,
Yeah, like a whole
a
night.
whole set.
And if you've got a terabyte, like in a thing, you're not worried about running out of space and shutting it off during your break and all that shit. You got so much space on that fucking thing. You turn it on when you get there and you turn it off when you go home. Take it home with you. That's why I got a terabyte, so I didn't need to worry about this bullshit.
But Tom, a terabyte, that's a lot to lose, man.
Yeah, but you're not losing what way?
If it crashes on you.
Nah, but that's so rare. And he's not doing it anyway. So the worst thing could happen is no videos of his band playing. He's already doing that. I've never had an SD card crash. I've had them get old and get shaky, and I've replaced them.
Yeah.
But even I don't worry about that shit anymore. Even hard drives, man. I've done this. Say you have a hard drive failure, right? You can take that place to a Best Buy or any computer shop.
Yeah.
They got a machine that spins that disk. That's what happens in hard drives when they fail. That disk motor fails.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they got this thing. They take the top off. They suction cup this thing, and it spins that disk and takes all that data off.
Well, now they got the ones that are
SSDs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the problem is
solid state.
Yeah, that's half. Yeah, I just bought a 24 terabyte. Yeah, I don't want an SSD. Fuck that. First of all, it's faster. So what? I don't really need fast. Secondly, it's only half the storage for the same amount of money. And as long as I can retrieve that data, if it ever fails, I've got hard drives that I've had spinning for 15 years that are doing fine.
As long as it's not spinning.
No, you want it to spin. It's always spinning. Now the solid state drive.
If it's spinning, if you have a disk, if it's spinning and you drop it, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, you are in trouble. But how are you going to fucking drop it? Leave it there.
Bump it with your elbow when you're.
No, that won't. It's not enough. I mean, they do fail sometimes, but I've had them spinning 15 years. They just keep spinning. If they fail, I don't care. I'll take it to a place and pay them $100 to put it on a new hard drive.
Yeah.
So you really, and Mark's not getting anything now.
True.
Yeah. I prefer just to show up and do it. That's a lot of work.
No, it's not. You push a fucking button. The only work would be uploading 3.5 hours of your gig. And even that, do that for when I have these monster 28-hour bird singing videos, they're a 16-hour upload. I click them at 4:00 in the day and turn them off at noon the next day. I just plan on not doing anything. It's not like I'm sitting there waiting for it to end. When I got that real long, crazy shit, there's no fucking way I'm watching that bullshit. I don't even watch. When I have those marathon uploads, I'll quickly scan to see if there's a spike of loud noise. And if I don't see that spike in the sound wave, I upload it so that God knows what could be on there. Nothing bad because they're out in the woods. So I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, 16 hours is a long time to spend uploading something. Is
16.
You just hit it and walk away from it.
Yeah, you hit it and walk away with it.
Yeah. Wow. And how long is the video that takes 16 hours to upload?
Usually about if it's video is different than sound. A 7-hour video of a sunrise, and then I just let it running so you can hear the birds. That's about a 8-hour upload. And, yeah, but the way I have to string those clips together. So when I'm uploading them to YouTube, I've already rendered it. I've already compressed the video, which is a big thing. Right. Now I ran out of storage space, which is why I ordered another hard drive the other day. So what I was doing is I was uploading those 4-hour rain videos straight from my camera up to YouTube. And those fuckers took 20 hours because the video wasn't compressed. Wow. 20 hours. 15 hours to upload and then, 4 hours to process, something like that. It was a long deal, but I didn't care because, once it gets uploaded, I can still use my computer. I could still upload other videos if I wanted to. Yeah. But all you'd have to do, Mark, would be go there, turn it on, turn it off when you leave, go home, click upload, and when you get up in the morning, it's done.
Yeah.
No editing, nothing.
And what do you propose? You're proposing I get band footage of us playing?
Yeah, like a whole gig, singing and shit.
I'd
Yeah.
like to do that, you know.
I'd
like to do that. I'd like to set up a camera and get the whole show. I see these guys doing it. It's not so exciting when someone isn't holding the camera, as opposed to it's
not. It's not professional.
Right.
But if you look at like the places you play, there, I guarantee you, there's somewhere where you can set that camera where you'll see the stage and hear the music just fine. That's all you care about.
Oh yeah.
And then people can be a good you wish you had all these gigs recorded 10 years from now.
Yeah. I wish I did already for review it sometimes.
Or demos.
Yeah, no, if you could edit out, you take 20-minute breaks. But once you get into editing, man, I mean, when you start fucking around and uploading video, that's the first thing on your mind is, what do I got to do to not edit?
Yeah.
You get better about once you have to edit out 4 breaks during a 6-hour night, you're going to remember to turn that fucking camera off at the breaks.
Yeah. I hate editing.
It sucks. Now, I know other people that rather edit and they really don't like video and things. So it's all on your personality,
Yeah.
If you had a professional production, that's one thing, but just fucking around like mine, I'm not editing any of that bullshit. Only thing I edit, which is considered editing, is the camera will record for 20 minutes, process that while it starts recording another 20 minutes. It's not 6 hours of continuous recording. Most of these cameras are writing and then recording again, writing and recording. So at a 6-hour video, I may have 30 10-minute clips that I got to string together is one. Yeah, that kind of thing. And GoPros are the worst for that. Yeah, but it'd be nice to have copies of your things.
Yeah, we review it too. These in the studio when I do these recordings on my tablet in front of me on the piano, we review it as a band. We listen to it and we critique our own sound. So it comes handy.
Yeah. Do those guitar players you have many pedals?
Yeah. Oh
yeah. Fucking A.
Nowadays they all do. It's very rarely do you see a guy playing clean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody uses pedals.
And where is your keyboard plugged into?
I plug into a pedal myself now, and then I plug into a mixer and then a PA system. Usually.
Oh, you do plug into a mixer?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mixed twice because I have a mini equalizer that I have underneath my keyboard.
Yeah.
And then the sound moves and it goes through a mixer and then into a PA.
And so do all the other instruments have their own separate feed?
Well, the other instruments go through their own individual amplifiers.
Oh, they do?
The only thing that goes through the PA is the piano and the
drum kit.
And the drums and the vocals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys got a talk box?
A talk box?
Yeah, so you can do your Peter Frampton.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Do you have one?
Joe Walsh. No, I haven't checked one of those out. Supposedly, if you're not careful with those, they'll knock your teeth out. They vibrate.
Yeah, it works off a vacuum.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can play your guitar or whatever you want to plug into it So you know Peter Frampton, how he goes like wow.
Yeah.
So Guns N' Roses use it. Peter Frampton uses it. There's a lot of people that use that.
Joe
Poison.
Walsh from Rocky Mountain Way.
There you go.
I can't stand Joe Walsh.
Why?
The
He just
Eagles.
seems like such a fucking jerk. Just never quits talking about himself.
See, I get a different take on him. I always considered him to be pretty humble.
I think he's an okay guitar player.
He,
He's not fucking filling in for Jimmy Page anywhere.
he gave Jimmy Page his iconic Les Paul. That Les Paul that Jimmy Page used in the first Led Zeppelin album. Joe Walsh sold it to him.
Yeah, but I'll guarantee you Joe Walsh didn't play like Jimmy Page does.
No, well, I think Jimmy Page is a better guitarist, but Joe Walsh is no slouch either.
No, I know, yeah. I couldn't stand one Eagles song.
Yeah, I'm not a big Eagles fan myself, but I'm more thinking Joe Walsh back in when he was with James Gang, which he came out with some pretty good stuff. Eagles, they have maybe 3 or 4 songs. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, I love your way.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
remember
fun.
that came out like when I was going to a junior college. You know, he lives in Cincinnati.
Peter Frampton?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Yep.
Wonder why Cincinnati?
His
Wow, wow,
wife's
wow,
from there.
wow, wow.
Okay.
Rob, you're a little young for that Peter Frampton shit.
Oh, dude. I grew up with that shit, man. My parents.
He's
Oh,
pretty good.
yeah, your
Peter
parents.
Frampton. His chops are pretty good.
Peter Frampton?
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Vegas and there was these guys were doing a cover and you would swear fucking
No.
Peter Frampton was up on stage. These guys
Yeah,
were
I know.
had talk box and everything, man. These guys were great.
Yeah.
I mean, they were fucking
You
so
go
good.
on TikTok and over in Asia, there's a million cover bands of American bands that are Asians, Filipinos.
Yep.
I love watching those guys.
No,
I
I mean,
love
it's fantastic.
They can't speak English, but they can sing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
sing it with their accent, and usually they play spot on guitar parts.
Yeah, spot on guitar. There's a Japanese guy too. They call him the King. That just is. If you shut your eyes, you think it was Jimmy Page.
Well, you saw that Japanese guy that
Yeah.
played for the Led Zeppelin cover
Yeah,
band.
he's unbelievably good.
He is. Really good.
I guess he's been over there for like 40 years. Everybody knows him. They call him the King.
Oh,
He's
is that
se-
the guy you were talking about? The
Yeah,
same
he's
guy?
70.
Wow.
And you look at George Lynch play now. He can still play Mr. Scary and stuff like he did when he was 20.
Yeah, I don't think you ever lose it if you stay in guitar shape. I mean, why?
Yeah,
would
Steve,
lose
you
it?
know who I think's starting to lose it? He looks fucking ancient. Eric Clapton.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mark, Stephanie and I were talking about this. What do you think about like these old people running
Seen
around?
Axl Rose?
Like, have you seen him lately?
Golly.
Ugh.
No. Why is his stomach all like bulged out?
He's fat.
No,
Yeah,
but this looks-
yeah, Mark. He's fat.
No, but it looks like weird fat, like old man fat. Like everything else is really skinny.
Fucking A.
Like
You got
he's
that fucking
carrying-
beer belly. Fucking liver's falling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
But take like
Yeah.
Daryl Hall.
To stand liver.
Mark, do you have a problem with these old guys singing?
Now, which old guys? Like
Daryl Hall.
I mean, if they guys still want to do it, let them do it. Why not?
Yeah.
The Stones
You-
are going to die playing the blues.
If you look at Hall and Oates as a group, how much percentage would you assign to Hall as the overall success of the two?
I'd say 90.
Fuck yeah. You're damn right.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why Daryl Hall is pissed at John Oates is going to get half.
Yeah, because he doesn't deserve it, probably.
No. But, when you sign a contract.
Yep, that's it.
But you're right, he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, when your name's part of the band.
Yeah.
Crosby,
And I never
Stills,
really
Nash, and
care.
Young.
I never really liked when females sung male songs and vice versa.
See, I don't mind that so much.
I don't want to hear Zapparella singing Led Zeppelin. I don't care how good they are.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear Don Ho taking Steve Perry's place.
Don Ho, is he still around?
Well, some fucking Asian guy took Steve Perry's place.
You know what's a really weird one? My Smoking Dave, the lead singer from Trainwreck Band.
Yeah.
He does that song "What's Up."
Yeah.
And
Blonde.
I always found that a little weird because he sings it with the high voice falsetto.
Yeah.
Whatever he does.
Yeah.
And I always got weirded out by that.
Yeah. How does the audience react?
They love it. They love it. They give him a good applause and a cheer.
Yeah, he'll never quit singing it then.
Yeah, he sometimes he can't because it's so tough on his voice.
Get real high.
Yeah.
I wonder, and Gordon Lightfoot got not so great at the end. And you notice a lot of those guys lose the high notes.
Oh yeah,
Look at Axl Rose. He can't do none of that shit anymore.
And you listen to Elton John compared to 20 years ago.
Yeah, but he had throat surgery too. Don't forget.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, back in
That was
the
probably
90s.
sucking too much cock.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'd have had more respect. I'd have had more respect from him if he was married to a woman for a while to just send people down the wrong road.
Yeah, he was. He married that woman in the 80s.
Yeah.
70s.
And the guy from Judas Priest, the lead singer.
Yeah.
He's sucking cock full time too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Does that affect you the way a hard rock metal guy, gay? Does that bother you at all?
It shouldn't. I mean, it's what happens in the bedroom is supposed to stay in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But it depends how the guy's demeanor is. I mean, if he's a super flamboyant, hi boys kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think
like Freddie Mercury?
Well, yeah, maybe. But that fit the role for Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly right. Some people can pull it off. And Prince was always acting gay.
Was he?
Prince acted gay a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he was swapping ends with dudes.
I don't think there's any evidence of that. Is there, Mark?
The Prince was gay?
No.
I never heard any of that.
I
mean,
he acted it was probably a problem with pussy, but I don't know. I mean, he still had the mannerisms.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
See, that goes to show you the bias and things. Obviously, I know now Stephanie liked Prince.
Oh, yeah, I did like Prince.
Yeah,
I
that's
sure
why
did.
It bothers you to you don't think of him in the same way if you knew he was sucking a bunch of cocks.
I mean, if a motherfucker looks like a chicken, it's a chicken. If it looks like a duck, it's a duck. You know what I mean?
But he wore makeup and,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that still doesn't mean he was very flamboyant. He didn't care. He wore pants with the butt out, with his, butt cheeks showing, and he was really out there. But that was part of his image, I think.
Talk about image. How about what David Bowie used to do? And he wasn't even gay. He used to dress up as.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I liked David Bowie too.
Remember the guest who wrote a song about that?
$25,000.
Right.
You look like your sister.
But you look where Burton Cummings ended up and where David Bowie ended up.
Yeah. Well,
David Bowie died young.
Yeah, I just looked that up today for some reason, 9 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was like only what 64 or he was or
was it lung
what
cancer
was
that
it?
got him?
No, it was it? I don't think it was lung cancer. It was liver cancer, wasn't it?
Oh, I can't remember. I can Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
I'll Google it right now.
A large majority of the guys who have the gay mannerisms are gay. I mean, there's very few that you might not know they're gay, but some of
I
them
don't
you look at.
understand back
you
in
look
the
at-
day, what would the advantage of him acting gay?
For someone like David Bowie, it was the glam rock age, and he was like the poster boy for it.
Yeah, it was liver cancer, Tom.
Oh, okay.
He
And I was
died in
there's a couple guys I know,
2016.
one in Athens and one in Augusta. They're like music experts, no kidding. If there was a Jeopardy, they'd win. These fuckers know everything about music. And I was talking to the one guy about Iggy Pop the other day.
Yeah.
And he said his concerts do well, but he didn't sell albums worth a fuck.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't really have a lot of string of hits or anything like that.
And he also told me that when America first came out, that people thought it was Neil Young. Horse with no name. Yeah.
Yeah. Similar
He seems
to-
like a fucking nut job to me.
There's some
The guy from America?
Neil Young. No, the American guys are like really nice, straight shooter guys.
Yeah, they seem.
That's another one though. You know, they're split up and doing their own thing now. And Dewey Benell, the dark-haired guy,
Yeah.
I think he's 90% of America. When I hear this Jerry Buckley on there talking about hanging out with like famous people and writing, fuck you, save it.
Yeah.
He's got like a child's voice. Fuck. And all these motherfuckers, we've talked about this before. They're so talented. They're so good. Like Robbie Krieger for the Doors. He didn't do a fucking thing after Jim Morris died. Neither did Ray Manzarek or that John Denmore.
No,
They're these great guys that helped the Doors proliferate. Why did they do nothing but play Doors songs after Jim Morrison died?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, I think Jim Morrison was a good guy. He didn't give a fuck about that. He put their name on that shit as co-creators. It's a bunch of bullshit. Another one I'm suspicious about is the Billy Idol hits. Him and Stevie Stevens. Why would you just have like 5 songs that they play in the radio all the time and then just quit writing them if you were the guys that wrote them? Those fuckers haven't come out with a new song in fucking 40 years.
That's right.
I just think they paid somebody. There was a rift. They couldn't afford them. They were making great money without new songs, and they just went with it.
Back to the Ray Manzarek and Robbie Krieger and
Yeah.
I was watching a documentary on how they wrote some of their iconic songs and where they came from.
Yeah.
And I can see that it was a collaborative effort as far as the instruments are concerned.
Yeah.
But it was all Jim Morrison as far as the titles and the lyrics of all the songs.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, there's certain artists that you wouldn't like Jim Morrison if he had a fucking new track or new album. Oh yeah, we listen to it. But if Rod Stewart had a new album, we want to listen to that shit. We want to hear the classics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we want to remember him.
Jim Morrison was 99% of the band.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, that showed as soon as he died what happened to him.
And I don't think Van Halen's shit without David Lee Roth, even though Sammy Hagar's a better singer.
Yeah. David Lee Roth was just all pure showman, man.
Yeah.
He made that band.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, the guitar playing, of course.
Yeah.
Put that aside, though. The all the gimmicks and all the David Lee Roth, they wouldn't have been anywhere without his contributions.
No, it's true. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree
it
with
was like that late '70s era where they would just use the band member's name, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They would just just use the members' names, and all right, that's our band.
ELP.
They're all dead, aren't they?
Yeah,
Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
I think the drummer's still alive. Palmer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I know Keith Emerson shot himself in the head.
He did?
Man.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Huh.
He was diagnosed with something. I forget what it was.
Brutal.
Yeah. And he took a gun and finished himself off.
Yeah, I wonder why. I like Greg Lake, too. He seemed like a good guy. I thought they were a good band.
Yeah, I grew up with their stuff, so.
But I don't know whether it's my age or what, but it seems like there's no good new bands.
And there isn't
No.
anymore. There's
No.
you know
I see that guy from 3 Doors Down has liver cancer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the singer. He seems like a nice guy, too.
I've been listening to an old throwback band called Blind Melon lately.
Mm-hmm. Great. He died of a heroin overdose.
Yeah, he did.
Been a while since I heard that
I don't
name.
think there's a place to play that Puddles in the Rain shit anymore. Drinking tea or some bullshit.
They
Sipping tea in the rain or something.
they tried to go on after we.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. It's the main guy.
I'll be right back.
Okay, it's the main guy, and when he dies, you're fucked.
Yeah, they couldn't. They couldn't get anything happening.
I'll tell you what I'd like to get the straight scoop on. I loved him when I was young, too. Ambrosia. That David Pack is about as nice a guy as you could ask for. At least that's what he seems like, right? And they broke up a long time ago, and they say it's because they went and toured when he was on vacation. And I don't know anything. I only know what I read, but he's such a sweet guy. And they don't talk, and there were big lawsuits. And Pack seems to be very well liked. A lot of people use him for producing their stuff. He shows up at all sorts of shit. And Ambrosia, I'm surprised they were able to pull off and continue to tour without David Pack singing. So you just never know. I mean, I thought he had a fantastic voice. I thought every Ambrosia song was like killer. I loved all those groups. Firefall.
I don't know them, Ambrosia.
No, that wasn't like enough, like dope in it for you.
No.
No, like banging keyboards and like sitting on the keys and shit. Larry Lee Lewis. I mean, these motherfuckers were reading the Bible at their break. That's why you don't know.
Well, you've got some groups that were produced by I don't know whoever, and they didn't do a whole lot of the work. Then you've got some of the bands that they were produced by Phil Collins, for example. He produced his own shit. He fucking sang his own shit. He played the drums really well.
Yeah.
And some of for example, Prince, he played every single instrument on his album.
Mm-hmm. It was still crappy.
McCartney
Sly Stone had 10 times the talent Prince did.
McCartney did on that Band on the Run album.
Yeah.
He was without a band. It was him, his wife.
Yeah.
One other
Linda,
and the one other guy, I forget his name right now, but his band had jumped ship on him. So he did most of the he did the drums on that album. He did most of the instruments on that album.
He sucks on his own.
It was subpar. He could have done a lot better.
No, he fucking sucks. He was the best looking one. He aged really well. I mean, even Ringo Starr was fucking popular, who sucks.
Paul McCartney, he had several different people in his band, like Wings, when he was married to
Linda.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they had fuck you. You go watch their performances. It was always a different bassist or a different drummer. It was just they just fucking like they just grabbed studio musicians and said, "Oh, hey man, play this tune," and
Well,
we sing
Wings
to
had a
it.
pretty good guitarist and a kid named Jimmy McCullough, who ended up dying of heroin overdose in the 1980s. But he was from out of a band, Stone the Pigeons, or no, Stone the Pigeons, I think they were called, and he played really well.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about Paul McCartney. I didn't really care. I didn't like any of the Beatles songs. I didn't like any. I like that one song that came out in 1974. I was graduating. Band on the Run, I guess it was. You know who was better than them? 10cc. Not in Love.
Oh yeah, 10cc, yeah.
And then you get those bands that when they lose that one band member, they said, "Fuck it, we're hanging it up."
Yeah, but some people pull it off, like Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Peter Cetera.
Oh yeah.
I think Chicago, after Terry Kath shot himself in the head, I think their music style went out the window.
Yeah, but and how about that other one? They're from Chicago. My buddy dated that guy's daughter, Dennis DeYoung. Styx.
Yeah, Styx.
I wouldn't walk across the street to see them either. He's another guy that acts like he's sucking cocks with a wife and kids.
You know who's talented though from
I've seen Styx many years ago.
Yeah, the guitarist.
Tommy Shaw.
Yeah, Shami Shaw.
Yeah,
I think he's going to the same plastic surgeon as Daryl Hall.
I believe it.
I don't know why. It's not like I'm wanting to bone these guys, but it turns me off when I see older men get their face stretched like that.
Yeah, I know.
Daryl Hall looks like Planet of the Apes now.
Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kenny Rogers. I'm trying to think of this guy's name.
I would never.
What about Wayne Newton? Oh my God.
Dankeschön. He always acted
Wayne
queer to me.
Newton. Oh, he looks so distorted.
Yeah, well, Wayne Newton at one point in time owned fucking half of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, Dankeschön. But that kind of bullshit's over. Same with Glenn Campbell.
Yeah.
I mean, Wichita Lineman. Give me a fucking break, man. I just want to kill myself when I hear that stupid song.
Rest in peace, Glenn Campbell, though. He was a hell of a guitar player.
Big time. Huge. The big mystery I can't figure out, you might know this, I can't figure out. Well, I kind of can figure out, but I'd love to know the truth, and that's Dokken. Don Dokken is a fucking cock. But George Lynch, I love all those guys. They're good, and they just never fucking made it.
Yeah, I wonder. They're talented musicians.
Yeah, they say it's because of the hair band, which they say their manager talked him into it, but somebody's lying. But I don't think George Lynch is a liar because the same manager is from Metallica.
Right.
But I think that hair shit fucked them up.
I'll be right back.
If you look at old hair bands, they haven't really stood the test of time.
Has-beens, yeah.
Yeah.
True, that could have done it. Wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, wrong place, the wrong time. It's just like, I'll tell you who's having a problem with that now. I think, just my opinion, at least in the United States they are, Limp Bizkit.
Right.
If you're Edmund Fitzgerald songs or Elton John, Blue Jean Baby, you can play this shit until it's fucking tits up. But when you're mixing kind of quasi-metal with rap, you just look like a fucking dumbass at 55 with a gray beard rapping.
Yeah.
And I think Europe doesn't seem to care, but the United States does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, you know, I read that book by Passman. I'll send this to you too. Smart Jew lawyer, Los Angeles, represented a lot of entertainment. I read the whole thing about revenue sharing and who gets what, you know. And it was really fucking interesting how he talked about, you know, sales and shit. And I really kind of researched people that I thought would be like super rich that are not, and vice versa. And I don't like her. It doesn't interest me. But from a financial aspect, this goddamn Taylor Swift, goddamn, man. You couldn't run a better music business model.
Really?
Oh, fuck no. Like billionaire.
Yeah, I know she's a billionaire.
No. I mean, she's getting 50 grand now for your kid to go back there and shake her hand before the show.
Wow.
And that's from a business perspective. And those Jews from KISS.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers were making $50 million a year selling fucking rubber KISS dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Without ever stuck in the record company's ass going on the road.
Gene Simmons had caskets. He was marketing caskets.
Yeah.
KISS caskets.
Mm-hmm. And I was surprised David Bowie didn't really make as much as I thought he did. My opinion doesn't mean shit, but for what I put together from what I've read and looking up shit just out of curiosity, if you sell 1.5 million records, which is fucking nothing, you're going to live in a $15,000 square foot home on the beach in California the rest of your life. And then you look at bands like REM, they sold 140 million albums. That's fucking insane.
Wow.
The Rolling Stones have sold like 415 million.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley sold like 600 million. Michael Jackson sold like 650 million. That is fucking insane. Like Ambrosia, I love it. 1.7 million. America, who was really heavily pushed by John Wayne and Warner Brothers, 8 million albums. That's fucking nothing, but they're still worth 20 million each.
I think Elvis has sold the most albums ever.
It did, yeah. You know who else is worth about 30 million? Blondie.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting. And like the people that, Michael Jackson, I watched a couple of his documentaries. I thought he was a great guy. That pervert shit's a bunch of lies. He said the record companies were a bunch of liars, padding books. I believe that too.
Yeah, fucking A.
Yeah. He was a good guy. But, if you, Mark, you know this, if you talk to sound engineers, people that know what the fuck is up, Thriller with Quincy Jones as a producer is the most talked about, successful, well-done album ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
And I've talked to hardcore rocker motherfuckers that saw Michael Jackson, said it was the best concert they ever saw in their life. They said they felt like they were like floating on a cloud. It was so damn good. I went to a David Bowie concert like in 75, and I wasn't really into music. I mean, I liked him, and I listened to it, and I had the CDs and all that shit, or his albums. And I remember sitting in the front row. I had a gay motherfucker who wanted to blow me, pick me up. That was the president of Olympia, which managed that thing. I sat in the front row my whole life. It was like great. But anyway, I heard Earl Slick playing Stay in Station to Station.
Yeah.
And I had never heard music like that. I thought I was going to like fucking faint, man. This shit was so awesome.
Earl Slick is a good guitarist.
Yeah, damn, I just couldn't believe a person could like play something like this so well live.
Yeah.
And they had that bright light, it was station to station, and Bowie was super fucking cool looking, great head of hair, this bright ass light shining on him. It's like, it was so awesome.
You want to hear
I saw Bowie too, Tom, back then.
Yeah.
When he came to Seattle, I saw him too. Me and my girlfriends went, and it was so cool.
So great, man.
David Bowie has a live album out. It's David Bowie in 1977, and it's with Earl Slick on guitar and David Sanborn on saxophone. And the way the two of them play off, have a listen to that album. It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you remember that other guitarist that played with Bowie, Adrian Belew or something?
Yeah, he played with Zappa also, Adrian Belew.
Yeah. See, now that's where my musical ignorance shows its ignorance. I think I wouldn't walk across the street to see fucking Frank Zappa. That's stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
They'll bring on fucking Stairway to Heaven. It's like giving it to a bunch of fucking clowns. And then, but you talk to people like you, Mark, that know a lot about music, that appreciate it. Oh, they want to bow down to this motherfucker.
Well, I don't know about bowing down to him, but some of the stuff that he does is pretty intricate, and he's I don't know. I dig his comedy stuff too. I mean,
Yeah, I couldn't take it.
It's like that Joe Bonamassa. Everyone's fucking raving to go see that.
And
shit.
that kid from Michigan too.
Ain't nothing special. I mean,
Yeah. Some kid from Michigan's a big guitar player now. He's fucking going all over. I can't take it. I don't like Joe Satriani. I could listen about 5 fucking minutes of that.
Yeah, I don't listen to Joe Satriani.
How about Robin Trower?
Yeah, I've been a fan of his for years.
You know, you listen to those guys interview. They're smart guys. And all the English guys are gentlemen. I mean, they're still like, fucking vacuuming their mom's car out and shit, even though they're got $100 million in the bank. It's none of this crazy Axl Rose nutty shit. Sid Vicious.
the European people, man, they're bred differently over there, man.
Yeah.
It's different. They're different people, man.
Yeah, it's different. I wouldn't want to live over there, though. You know, I tell you, I can't stand that fucking accent. I don't like that fucking Australian accent either. Just
I don't mind the
gives me
British
a headache.
accent on women. I think it's kind of sexy in a way.
Really?
Yeah. A chick with a British accent. Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
But I can't stand like a Russian accent on a woman or a
No,
Polish
the
accent.
Russian women, I like submissive, feminine. And those Russian women, they'll fucking slouch your head off in your sleep.
That's right.
Like, you know, you look at Donald Trump's wife, man. She looks like she could be like a fucking Green Beret.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
fuck
love
that.
her.
Fuck that. Yeah, women
Yeah,
like her.
I
You know,
love
she
it.
shows this, you know, strength and all this bullshit. Fuck that.
She's got a strong forehead.
Yeah, fuck that. Same with like Brooke Shields. Like they just look like kind of like super hairy and not quite manly, but like Caitlin Clark.
Oh,
You know, I had
God.
the sweetest waitress today in Columbia, South Carolina. Had a full ride scholarship for volleyball. Sweet girl, super fucking good looking. She's going into fashion. We were talking about lesbian looking WNBA players.
Oh, yeah.
And she said this to me, and I mean, I think Caitlin Clark's looks like a lesbian. I don't think she is. But you know what she said to me, and it's fucking true. And I think, honestly, my opinion doesn't mean shit. I think she's the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life. I really do, including guys. She is fucking unbelievable. I've watched a ton of her shit.
You know
But
why?
this girl said to me, you know what she said to me? That's over in your neighborhood, not that far, Iowa. She said to me that to her, and I never thought of this, but I agree with it. Caitlin Clark always looks mad. That's true. Looks mad.
Focus.
She's a fucking monster, man. She's the
she,
best basketball player I've ever seen.
Yeah, hey, you know, she's 40 minutes from where she come from, University of Iowa,
Yeah.
and fuck, dude, you couldn't get a basketball ticket or a seat for less than $200.
Really?
That was way up in the fucking far end of the basketball court. Yeah, the cheapest ones you could get, and people would fist fight for those motherfuckers.
Even
It was
in college?
unreal. Yes, and how much that she blew up the fucking the viewers to come watch her play. It sold out every single game.
Yeah.
Away or home was fucking sold out.
She's
Jack.
the best basketball player I've ever seen.
Wow.
She is unfucking believable. And you know, I've been watching this shit my whole life, and I've made some like major fucking gaffes. Like just one is her. I didn't think she'd ever get her shot off these big athletic fucking black dykes. and she eats them fucking alive.
No.
Yeah. She's having that Iowa corn and them pork chops, man. She's a beast.
No, she's a fucking beast, man. She's the best ball handler. Court awareness is through the roof. She never chokes. I mean, she's a fucking monster.
Yeah, all around. Yeah.
If I lived near the WNBA, I would have season tickets. She is a pleasure to watch, man. It's constant, like spectacular shit all game long.
Oh, now she plays for Indiana.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there's a female baseball player in the major leagues now too.
Really?
They just signed one on. You didn't hear about that?
No, that volleyball player was telling me they're mostly dykes. I didn't know that. You ever see those girl softball pitchers?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, they could go deer hunting.
They're fucking built like a fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big asses.
Built like a Freightliner, yeah.
Yeah. You built like a Freightliner. This girl told me today that her parents were like athletes, but nothing great. And since she was 8 years old, it was constant volleyball. She's tall too, like 6'2".
Wow.
And she said it was nothing but summer camps, private trainers. And she said by her junior year, she had 60 full ride scholarship offers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Tore her ACL her last game as a college player.
Yeah, fucks your career. I have a cousin that played Major League Baseball, and dude, I tell you, from the time I was a little kid, every time we'd go down to Louisiana to visit, his dad was the coach, and his dad was grilling him every day, all day on drills. I mean, fucking unreal. And this kid was, you could just, you know, he's younger than me, and you could just see it in his eyes. He's 5 years younger than me. He was just like tired of it, man. But I tell you what, he came all the way up, and same thing. He came all the way up to the major leagues, and then fucked his hip up. And he played Major League Baseball for approximately 10 years. But as soon as he fucked his hip up, man, he never could fully recover from it, man.
Oh, that's what got Bo Jackson too.
Right back down through the ranks. And I mean, he's a smart kid. He's got his master's degree in business administration, another degree. I can't remember what else he went. But yeah, I mean, he did good. But you know, and he would always say that they come and go every day in the big leagues, so you got to outperform everybody else to keep your spot. Literally, he says you have to outperform everybody.
Yeah. I had a coach tell me one time in college that when you're a scholarship player, they will pull out all the resources to help you. When you're a walk-on, you better dominate a scholarship player.
There you go.
And the same thing goes for drafted athletes and non-drafted. If you're drafted, they're going to commit to you. Just you've passed all the tests, the pre-camps, all this shit.
Yep.
But when you're not drafted, you're on your fucking own. Unless you dominate somebody that was in the pros, you're not getting in. It's this weird deal.
Yep. He had to battle for that fucking second base position, man. But he got
a lot of things. Unless you're some like freak athlete like Jordan or LeBron James, it matters who drafts you.
Sure.
What happens? Does the guy ahead of you get injured? Does the coach not like you?
Sure.
There's so much politics. There are guys that could have been all-stars we'll never know about, and vice versa.
Certainly.
It's just weird. Jose Canseco, his brother Ozzy was the one that they were promoting, and Jose turned out to be the all-star. So you never know. Some people continue to get better. Others stay the same. Nobody thought, well, I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of people thought Larry Bird was too slow to make it in the NBA. And if you compared him to everybody else out there, he was slow. But it's like brain was so advanced when it comes to that shit. You know, he couldn't like ever do public speaking, but man, you give that motherfucker a basketball and watch out.
The same way in the music industry as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I work every day a little bit at keeping my speed up. Otherwise, I've slowed down over the ages, and you tend to naturally want to do things a little slower and
Yeah.
play the songs a little slower, and I fight that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Do they ever fucking get in your ass?
To me, getting on their asses mostly. Like when we had Eddie drumming for us for Mirror Moves, he wanted to slow every freaking song down, and I'm like, Eddie, why do you want to slow every song down? And he says, I just want to get it into a groove. Yeah, but not by slowing it down.
Yeah.
You got to keep a certain pace to a rock
You
and
know,
roll.
if you look like it, like certain artists, like Led Zeppelin is an example. I'll give you an example. Like, let's say Dancing Days.
Yeah.
They'll play that at like 4 different speeds. It's not always the same.
All Led Zeppelin starts off really slow and easy and builds up.
Hey, Laura.
Well, Dancing Days, ow, 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 ow,
Yeah.
ow, 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 ow. That's I only know that at one pace, and that's the pace of the album.
No, but and there are other better examples, but I've watched them on YouTube, and there's another famous song Led Zeppelin did that they play faster on the album than they do in person or vice versa. I forget which one.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is. Do you?
No.
And
No.
what about some of these good songs? I didn't know it 10 years ago, but I know it now. It's like they'll say, well, Led Zeppelin sucks at these songs live. And as it turns out, it's because there's tracks laid over, 3 tracks laid over 10 years gone on top of the guitar that's being played.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're bringing, 3 more guitarists.
You can't recreate it.
Yeah. So you believe that, Mark?
Well, you can't always recreate it on stage because sometimes there's a backing acoustic guitar and then multiple lead guitars. So the Jimmy Page, what he does is he strums a few chords, and then he'll break into a solo and just override the solo over everything. And and the bass is keeping the timing, keeping the tune going,
Yeah.
There's not much else you can do when you're in a 4-piece band, a 3-piece for that matter, 3 musicians.
Right. Yep.
I mean, if Led Zeppelin made a decision somewhere along the way, and that was not to have supporting players on stage to recreate their albums.
Well, of course. Exactly. How was John Paul Jones going to play the fucking keyboard and the bass at the same time?
Well, they would get a keyboard player on, or they would get a rhythm guitarist. That's what a lot of bands would do when they have that on their albums. But Jimmy Page has decided not to do that, or they've decided not to do that, and they just play the songs as best as they can.
Did it sound much different?
It can sound thin in places because when you're going to have let's say like the fast part from Stairway to Heaven, if he's going to be strumming through those chords at the end and doing a lead, he's got to choose one or the other when he's on stage, whereas he would have a guitar strumming those chords while he's playing the lead.
Oh, gotcha.
But he doesn't do that. He's chosen not to. And that's fine. He's such a good guitarist that he still makes a damn good show of it.
Yeah,
But you can
up the song, what I wanted to tell you about, that they get criticized for playing at different speeds a lot.
Yeah. I just as the example though, I can understand what you're getting at.
Yeah, have you heard songs that were just played too fast or too slow?
Yeah.
Why would somebody do that?
When they're doing a cover of the song?
Yeah.
because they're either they want to get through it quick, or they're sometimes it's easier to play a song fast than it is slow. You know that?
What's that one song by Led Zeppelin? Achilles something stand or something?
Achilles' Last Stand.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
And they play it faster or slower live than on the album. And I don't like sometimes these live albums where they sing it different. Like, shut your ass up.
Yeah.
And quit talking.
I know.
You know, fucking Elvis used to do that. Motherfucker start telling jokes and shit.
Elvis?
Aggravating, yeah. Fucking laughing and sounding stupid.
Yeah.
Probably high on drugs.
He was. He was high on amphetamines.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
That
well,
great doctor killed him.
Yeah, Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
I thought it was painkillers.
Later it was, but back in the Army days and in the first bit of stuff that he got his hands on was all uppers that they gave out in amphetamines that they gave out in the Army. And then he got into everything, liquid coke. I was reading in one story where they were given a bottle of vial of liquid cocaine, and they shoved Q-tips into it and then shoved the Q-tips up their noses and absorbed it that way.
Hey, you know, I was sitting in Starbucks today and the song came on, More, More, More. Are you familiar with that?
She wants more.
Yeah, that was Andrea True, who was a porno movie star. And that's exactly what it was about, fucking.
Oh.
And at the beginning, they talk about get the cameras rolling. So when you
Right.
get a chance, look her up, Andrea True. I loved her. True.
More.
Yeah, more, Andrea True. And the song was actually about porn. So just put it on, see if you recognize it. I bet you do. You probably didn't like that kind of shit.
More. Andrea True.
Yeah. She died. She had to sue to get her royalties from singing that. They tried to fuck her out of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that should be your favorite song, Tom, if it's about porn.
Well, I mean, it's got it all for me. It sure does. The beat,
Yeah.
what they're talking about, and somebody that actually did it for a living. You know, I'll tell you, I can't think of one porn star that did anything other than die a slow, miserable, lonely death.
Yeah.
Listen to Mark. Listen. Yeah, turn it up. Remember that, Stephanie?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
I
it's about
do.
porn. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. Get the cameras rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And she
my
was a porno
God.
movie star. There's a trans motherfucker that works in this coffee shop I go to. Great guy. And a girl, I'm not sure which way he's going. But he's the manager. And I said, hey, man, thanks for playing this song. I said, you know who that is, don't you? He said, no. And I told him, he said, that's fucking awesome. I wish he had a whole album.
Oh, God.
Give me more.
Yeah, I mean, it was a simple song, but it's got a good beat. And she
Yeah.
actually was a porno movie star and got royalties for singing a legit song. Love everything about it.
I was singing the Billy Idol song.
I like Billy Idol, boy. He's looking like fucking The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Stevie Stevens looks pretty fucking weird too.
You see, Billy Idol did something with Avril Lavigne.
Adam
No.
Levine?
She's a Jew. She's Jewish.
Lavigne. They did something together. They did a collaboration.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, she's
He's
Canadian, like you, Mark.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of hers or anything.
no, me
But
either.
I'm wondering what they did together.
How about Alanis Morissette?
Yeah, some of her stuff is okay.
She lived a lesbian life for a while.
Did she? I didn't know.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, I like
That song "Isn't It Ironic" is like fucking fantastic.
you know who I like?
Yeah.
The other not the other chick singer, but the from the 80s, 70s. She sings that song. I got one hand in my pocket and the other hand making a peace sign. You know that song?
No, I don't. Do you, Rob?
Yeah, that's
She went out with Eric Clapton for a while. Then she went out with that one bald cyclist.
Oh, Lancer. Oh, Sheryl Crow.
Sheryl Crow, yeah.
there you
They
go.
say she's the biggest fucking bitch in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to hear that.
No, they say she is Helen Hunt and Barbara Streisand are three of the biggest bitches in entertainment.
I believe Barbara Streisand.
Oh, I can see Helen Hunt being a cunt.
Yeah, they say
Helen
she's
Hunt,
a
I
fucking
believe
bitch,
too.
man.
Yeah.
But that fucking Sheryl Crow, I'd like to know what happened, but her and something just ended that one day. I don't know whether she caught him deep throating a fucking French stickler or what.
Probably.
Same with
And
Chris Everett and that golfer, Greg Norman. Just one day, it's like over. And that fucking Brad Pitt had a damn bitter divorce with that.
An 8-year bitter divorce.
Yeah, 8 years.
Jolie.
Yeah, they say she's a
Anthony.
fucking nut job, psycho.
Yeah, she seems like a nut job.
But they say he was not behaving the way he should have
No,
been.
he's supposedly he did something to one of their kids on a private plane flight.
Yeah, I heard the same story.
Yeah.
And it's been about that one time.
Yeah. Yep. And Bruce, well, I'm getting tired of seeing this fucking old has-been Demi Moore in bathing suits. Go away.
Oh.
I'll see her in a bathing suit. Why is she?
Yeah, it's all this fucking plastic surgery, old bitch. Fucking take a bunch of gray snatch hairs,
Oh, okay.
dye them black. I can't take it, man. I mean, go away. She strikes me as super hairy too.
Yeah, she's dark haired.
Sheryl Crow is a school teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she sucks. One of the worst performances ever was her and fucking Kid Rock coming up behind her and hugging her. I just like to crack his fucking head open.
Oh, yeah.
He did the same thing with Stevie Nicks, who's just turned out to be an old senile bitchin' bag. She was saying the other day on some live radio thing that Lindsey Buckingham wanted to fuck her 10 times a day.
Really?
Yeah, why would you just say some shit like that as an adult?
I know. Why even bring it up?
Yeah.
Just to, obviously why.
She wasn't even that great when she was young. I mean, not bad, but get off it.
Yeah.
Mark, who was the other female singer in Fleetwood Mac? Lindsay?
No, the one she died, Christina something.
McVie.
Yeah.
There you go.
She had a deep voice, so I didn't think they could have done without her.
It wasn't very many songs of hers.
No, that Mick Fleetwood seemed like a fucking lech too.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, and Stevie Nicks, I thought she was all right, but and I never really liked Linda Ronstadt.
Well, the way it went was Mick Fleetwood had the band with a guy named Peter Green, and Peter Green was the brainchild behind Fleetwood Mac in the beginning, and then he had.
Wasn't that Mamas and the Papas guy?
No, it was a different guy, I think. I didn't hear any cross tie between the two. But this Peter Green had emotional problems, and he ended up having to leave the band, and Mick Fleetwood carried on. And one day, Lindsey Buckingham came across their paths, and Mick Fleetwood wanted to hire Lindsey Buckingham. And Lindsey Buckingham said, "I'll come as long as you hire my girlfriend too," which was Stevie Nicks. So they listened to her and they said, "Okay, sure, we'll give it a try." And then that whole new sound, because they were a blues band before, this whole new sound of Fleetwood Mac was created then.
Oh well, blues sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to play it myself or listen to it
Fucking
because
sucks.
it's so repetitive.
Oh yeah, man.
1-4-5, 1-6-5,
Oh yeah.
and but if you can base a song on blues, and do well still. Like some of my favorite songs to jam to are throw-offs of blues songs.
Yeah, they all say that though. Like the Rolling Stones. All those motherfuckers talk about it. They say it, but none of them have like blues in their fucking famous shit. I don't know why they suck these blues black guys' asses like they do.
I know. I can never figure that out.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Other than that, they were the guys that were up there first doing it.
Yeah, but they suck their fucking asses so bad.
And basic guitar, I mean, the lead on
3 chords.
Yeah.
Like B.B. King fucking sucks. He can't sing and play at the same time. Big fat fucking slob. And I don't get this fucking jelly roll either. A big fucking pig that's ruined his face.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes to show you, man. There's a shtick for everybody.
It's true. You just gotta find it.
You gotta find it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of this fucker's name. I can't think of this guy's name. You know, Eric Carmen died.
Eric Cartman?
Carmen. All by my own. I think Keith Richards died too.
What?
Not Keith Richards, the Rolling Stones guy. The other guy. Keith. Maybe it's not Richards. That fucker's name. Keith some goddamn shit. I'm trying to think of this guy who I want to answer to this fucking question. You surf around fucking YouTube and listen to a lot of like music, right, Mark?
Yes.
Have you seen this redheaded guy that sings these old songs? He sounds just like him. He's homelier than fucking hell. But that motherfucker is on tour. The red-haired guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Guitar player, piano player?
No, he just sings, but he does like remakes, and
okay.
Actually on tour.
On the strength of his YouTube videos?
No, on other artists' songs, but he's really good.
Yeah. Huh.
Ozzy, I'll tell you this though. I think fucking, honest to God, man, even though he's a druggie, he's fucking half dead. He's in a class of his own, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's a superstar, man. I mean, his shit is so fucking good, album after album. He was good looking when he was young.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, but that motherfucker is a legit fucking rocker. Like War Pigs and that kind of crap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been a fan of his right from the beginning.
I mean, as a rocker and shit, man, he was fucking the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
Just a freak gift of like writing songs. You know?
And lives the lifestyle right to the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy he's lived this long. But I think all those guys, they got, a couple doctors, nurses, massages.
What did you guys think of Alice Cooper?
Total bum. Smart guy.
Well,
he's a great disc jockey, but zero fucking talent.
I watched a documentary about Alice Cooper, and it was really interesting. All that crazy shit and stuff that he supposedly did and all that.
Yeah.
He kind of just fell into it and it took off. So
Yeah,
see how
he was a hardcore alcoholic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he talked about that too. But it was really interesting because half the stuff, it just kind of fell into his lap and he just went with it. And then it, caused reactions and people liked it. And none of it was planned, all the crazy shit that he did.
Look at Vanilla Ice. Same shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All into a talent show.
Yeah. That Ice Baby is a classic.
Yeah, excellent. Top notch.
Oh, my God. I still love hearing it.
Excellent. He is good looking, too.
Yeah, he was good looking. Mm-hmm.
He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, down to earth guy, and now he builds houses and stuff. I watched his show before.
He got caught breaking into a house. They charged him with a felony in Florida.
Recently?
A couple years ago, yeah. His fucking house about 2 miles from mine in Florida. But I was long gone by the time he got there.
Yeah, interesting because
he seems like a really nice guy, though.
Yeah, I know it.
Here's another fucking mystery. Here's the mystery of all mysteries. A stupid motherfucker that's richer than fuck, that's still getting paid to do commercials. That's Snoop Doggy Dogg. You got to give it to that dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh God, I know. I still like him though. You got to give him credit.
How can you not like that son of a bitch?
I know. How can you not like him?
He's still getting paid to do.
I know.
Commercially relevant Corona beer commercials, and he's a big, dumb, ugly, average rapper.
Yeah, and he's quite the businessman too.
Yeah, it's worth like 55. He bailed out Charlie Wilson from the Gap band. Bought him a house and put him on salary and got his ass going, and then wished him luck. And Charlie Wilson's doing well from the Gap band. The Gap band was an ass kicker band, man. So were the Isley Brothers.
I remember the Isley.
The Isley Brothers.
Excellent. Yeah. But I think Snoop is a good guy. But he's still, he's 100 years old, running around, bragging about being high, getting rich. That's hard to do.
And look how he got with Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
And they made all that money together.
Yeah.
Wow. He knows what he's doing.
You know who's looking like super fucking old though? You two. That Bono.
Oh, I couldn't stand that Bono. I couldn't stand that group. And everybody was making such a big deal about him.
I like when they first came. I like that. Who's that guy that always wears a hat that plays a guitar? Edge,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like that guitar playing.
Slash?
Edge.
Oh.
I like Slash, too. He's a good guy. I mean,
I like watching him play.
Compensation for just not murdering Axl Rose.
Bono supposedly has a new movie out or something. I saw a segment of Bono from.
I'll make sure I don't see it.
Super fucking liberal.
Is it? Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah.
He looks like it. Never could stand that guy.
You don't like him, huh?
Mm-mm. I never liked that group.
You know,
I don't know for some reason.
Tom, Stephanie,
What?
Leon Russell.
Yeah, great, super talent, weirdo though.
Yeah, super weird guy. But I've been channeling his piano playing lately.
Fantastic.
He's got a heavy left hand.
Oh, really?
And he plays low on the keyboard and with a lot of left. And I've been really trying to incorporate that in my own playing. So I've been listening to a lot of his music.
Oh,
I'm going to
cool.
be putting some on my channel soon.
Oh, cool.
You know what genre we haven't talked about? Country.
Sucks.
I like,
Sucks.
oh no, I like some country singers.
It's the stupidest lyrics in the world.
No, I like Blake
Sucks.
Shelton. I like Blake
He
Shelton.
sucks.
I like Luke Bryant.
Sucks.
Yep.
I'll
No.
tell you another phony fraud. If he was Irish, you'd have never heard of him. But they really needed a Hispanic motherfucker to like drag to Woodstock, and he sucks. Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana's pretty good, actually.
No, he fucking blows, man. That motherfucker doesn't even know what state he's in. Fucking brain dead idiot.
He
Every song he plays, I don't know whether he's had a stroke or he's a drug addict, but they never sound the same, not even close. They had a problem with him when he did that one song with Michelle Branch. They couldn't get that dumb motherfucker to play it the same twice in a row.
Oh, he wouldn't play it the same way.
He couldn't. He's too fucking stupid. That's all that low fret, down low bullshit that's never the same. If he was Irish, you wouldn't have heard of him. They were promoting the Hispanic bullshit. He is dumber than a fucking box of rocks.
He's actually Mexican.
Yeah. Mexican. Close. That was close. He sucks. I'll tell you who else sucks. He's dead now. Tom Petty. Sucks.
Yeah, I was never a huge fan.
He looked fucking dead when he was 20 years old. You know who got a raw deal because he was fat and he was good too? Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meatloaf. Yep.
Meatloaf kicked fucking
I was
ass.
listening to him the other day.
Oh, really?
The dashboard light.
You know who else is a fucking total
Paradise
asshole,
by
but he has some good songs?
light.
Van Morrison.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Total jerk.
Angry little man.
I'm looking up these guys. I can't find
Angry little Irishman.
Welch.
Well, was he Welsh? You sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tom Jones. They belong to some fucking Welch International Hall of Fame. That's the only reason I know that.
Let me tell you something. Tom Jones is the only old man that still kept his voice.
Oh, man. Can he sing still? You see,
Yeah.
when he
Didn't
sings,
he put a
Freaking
sausage
85
in his
years
pants or
old.
something? Didn't he
He
like put a sausage in his pants when he go places?
Oh, I don't know, but I watch The Voice sometimes where he was a judge, and they had him sing, and I couldn't believe it. I thought, here he is, 85, and we got some of these busted ass rockers trying to sing at 85, and Tom Jones still has his voice.
oh, yeah. Just watch his neck muscles. The way his neck muscles bulge when he hits the notes. It's incredible to watch him sing.
At 85 years old. Yep. In fact, I think I told Tom that a while ago. He's the first one I've heard that can still sing like he used to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, they just do not sound like they did, and they're out there making fools out of themselves.
Stephanie, did they play much Bob Seger out there on the West Coast?
Bob Seger, yes, I remember Bob Seger. I don't remember any of his songs though right now, but I remember
Night Moves.
Oh, Night Moves, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You were probably
Yeah,
getting
I like
bent
that
over by one
song.
of those Chippendales when that came out.
Mm-hmm. I probably went crazy.
He was popular in Ontario, in Canada, Bob Seger.
Really?
Oh, yeah. All over the radio stations. Through the
How about
70s.
Sebastian Bach?
From
Skid Row.
Skid Row, yeah.
They were good.
What do you think about these boy bands still trying to go out there and sing? Like the Backstreet Boys, they're all old now and they're still trying to do what they did.
Backstreet Boys were good.
Yeah, no, I loved the boy bands back when they, were young, but now it's, I don't know, it's not the same.
Oh,
No,
I was never a fan, and I think that if, when they come back and do it again after being away from it, they should try and do a half decent job as opposed to being just a shaky parody of themselves.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it.
yeah.
I mean,
I can't think of this one guy who he never really quite made it famous. And I'm wondering why. I'm looking for him. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking for him. How about now? Do you think Steve Perry from Journey was like a good singer?
I'm not a Journey fan
Why?
because I don't like their music.
How about you, Steph? Steve Perry?
isn't that weird looking guy with the dark hair?
Well, he wasn't weird looking then.
Oh,
How about Iron Maiden, Mark?
I'm a little heavy for me as far as heavy metal bands are concerned. They're good.
How about Bad Company?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Oh, I remember Bad Company. Yeah. Oh my God. We're talking, let's see, 70s there.
74.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tom, are you
Yeah.
going to take any training on the piano, or are you going to just?
Yeah, my first lesson's Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is it? Oh
Yeah, I got
boy.
my piano's getting delivered at 11 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning.
Have to take
Yeah.
a video.
Oh, neat.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna quit fucking around, like driving around shit like I do, because that's part of the reason why I got it. I need like something disciplined.
You're gonna have to join a band.
I will if I have to. I mean, I know I'm not gonna be worth a fuck at it.
Well, now you see, you've already got it in your head.
Well, look,
Who
I mean,
knows?
I know how long it takes to like. My main reason to do it is to understand music more, like keys and chords and progression and that kind of shit. I know I'm not going to be
Reading notes.
reading notes. Yeah,
Piano's a good instrument to do it on.
yeah. A lot of like great guitar players. Eddie Van Halen is one, like transitioned into guitar after piano. I just like to know what the fuck they're talking about when I go see something or listen to it. I've gotten into music quite a bit more in the last year. It's just to me it's like what really separates like humans in a big way from like animals, that you can manufacture an instrument, you can write music for an instrument. It doesn't mean anything until it's played, and you can play it, and it's just like, I mean, there's humans and then nothing else. It's like crazy that it's this much different from other living things, that I can send written music to other countries and they can play it. It just skips language. It's like crazy. It's interesting to me.
It's a language on its own.
Yeah.
Communication of its own.
Yeah. And I like this, like the real dedicated people that never did it for the money. These smart Jews, really. You look at Jews and music, especially classical music. And it's classical music's dead in the United States.
Yeah.
I have so much great classical music, and I'll get some like one of the top pianists ever, $5, 10 CDs. And you'll go in, you'll see like Conway Twitty's fucking vinyl is $300. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me, man. And a lot of them are fucking wackos.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Gould, right down the road from Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like fucking out there. But there's something I'm attracted to their pursuit of this stuff. Not trying to be rich and not trying to be famous. And they ended up famous anyway because they were so good at it. Just like wacko motherfuckers. You know, it's not a bunch of fucking horse shit like fucking Milli Vanilli. It's like the real fucking deal. These motherfuckers can like do this shit. I mean, here fucking Mozart's been dead for fucking eternity. And there's still new PhDs from music programs coming out just shocked at how good this shit is. That's impressive.
It's true. Yeah. We still talk about them. We still
yeah. Yeah. I mean, these guys are like, I mean, from just a factual data, stuff that you can verify, they outdo the Jesus story to me. Because these are real deal guys that, you know, weren't the son of God or any of that shit, that just created this music forever ago that's still revered as the best. That's crazy. And not only that, but building a fucking piano.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like you glue a bunch of popsicle sticks together with tin cans and strings.
No.
And tuning one on top of it.
Yeah.
There's
I know.
so much shit to it.
It's very intricate.
Yeah. You know, crazy. You know, I leave my windows on. Like I said, I know I'm not going to be worth a fuck at it. But I will, like, know a little bit. And I'll at least, even though I'm, like, not good. You know, life's funny how it works out for people. You'll get I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than Jerry Lee Lewis. But look what he did with the piano. You know, life's funny how, like, works out with, like, who does what.
Yeah. I mean...
You know what I mean? I'll never play a piano like that murdering moron.
But you never know until you try. And think of the people the virtuosos out there that never tried the instrument, that never knew that they're virtuosos.
But you take a guy like Glenn Gould, it's just the cherry on top for me. Here he is, like, super famous. You know, Mark, you know, he's an anomaly because when you look at what they paid for his body of work after he was died, the Glenn Gould Foundation,
right?
It's like fucking $320 million.
Oh,
yeah, just insane fucking money. And he was 32, top of the game, signed by Columbia, eccentric as hell. He just went in one day and said, "You know what? I'm not doing any more concerts." It's like, what? You know, this is how they find out about you. He said, "No, it's distracting. I think applause is stupid. Most of these people don't even know what I'm playing. I'm just going to do studio work." And that's what he did until he died. And died at 50 of double strokes. Now, he was a hypochondriac, which just is interesting to me on how the brain works. Glenn Gould didn't give a fuck if you liked him or not, and whether or not you liked his music or not. And he quit what would have made him even super famous because he just was true to himself. And all these combined factors that I just mentioned, if I can just bang out fucking chopsticks, it's more than I thought I would have learned in my lifetime. I just didn't get hooked up with this shit. You know, I wasn't like obsessed with it to learn it on my own. I learned it late in life. And Mozart, Beethoven, all these guys, Haydn, Schubert.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
You're going to take structured lessons.
Yeah, one a week, 130 a month, one a week, every Thursday at 5 o'clock.
And are you going to be taking going by the conservatory guidelines, or?
I got a book that they recommend, and I think I follow that game plan.
Cool, and it's got songs that.
Yeah. I mean, I think, it does. I kind of looked at it, and it wasn't like it was going to do me. The guy told me at the place. I mean, I'm not knocking this. I mean, believe it or not, some of my best friends have been men of the cloth. It's just fucking weird. Best friends with a Monsignor priest, best friends with a guy that ran a huge congregation in Orlando. And I was just with them, just like I am with you. No different at all.
Right.
Weird. But everybody at this piano thing is like Bible toters, master's degrees in theology, you know. And I just fucking lay it on the line, motherfuckers. I told them about my YouTube channel. You know, I got, you know, into this interviewing prostitutes and shit. And they thought it was super fucking cool. But, you know, I'm not in there talking about tight pussy and shit. I mean, believe me, I know in Rome, do as the Romans do. And I respect that. And they're like that. But the guy that sold me my piano is like the sweetest fucking guy in the world, man. He reminds me of like Alan Alda, Mr. Rogers. Just a sweetheart of a fucking guy, man. I mean, it's like you could make a TV show of him and his wife and their children. It's like no dirty words. Kids are great, good students. They hold hands. It's really fucking like that. And I just shut the fuck up when I'm around them.
Probably for the better.
Yeah, no, probably for the fucking better, man. You know, he asked me, you know, I said, I finally asked him, it's like, is this just some like, you know, Christian, you know, thing or what? And he said, well, no. I said, well, I was just looking at the bios, everybody connected to this place. And like, you know, it's just kind of ironic that everybody's got a master's or a PhD in theology and they're music directors that currently at churches. And he said, well, you know, you're right about that. He said, it's just really coincidental, but no, it's not really, you know, but they're all like, look them up. Turner keyboards in Augusta, Georgia. They've been around since 1955. No negative reviews ever. I mean, these fuckers walk the walk. That black preacher, I thought I'd run into him today, but I didn't. I was a little early. He's a fucking super charismatic, great guy. I mean, I did live a Christian life for a while, and this guy could have his own TV show. And by the way, the black lady that I picked up the other day that I recorded and we talked, and she talked about shrimp, and we talked about religion and false beliefs and that kind of shit. She called me today and asked me if I'd take her to the drugstore Tuesday. Now, there is another example of like sometimes you run into people that are just like super charismatic, super intelligent, just kind of down on. She's one of those. I'm going to ask her Tuesday if I can interview her. And as it turns out, she was in fashion merchandising as a black woman back in the 70s in New York City. Very witty. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just the music place is, you know, Bible sitting all over that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't go in there. I'm not stupid. You know, I just don't live a Christian lifestyle. I mean, and maybe it's true. That's what I tell people. I can't tell you that it is. And I don't know. I wouldn't identify myself as a Christian. I'm not going to go in there and start talking about, you know, my own porn collection.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, I get along with these fucking people. I'm respectful to other people's beliefs.
Right.
So they're in-home lessons? Or
No, I go to the place.
You go to the place.
Yeah. And I play on one like similar to mine. The reason I got mine, I probably could have just taken lessons because, I mean, I really want to do this.
Did you see my Roland?
Yeah.
You saw that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it was $4,000. I got $500 off because it's last year's model and this year's model hasn't changed and blah, blah, blah. And I bought a book on used pianos. And I just didn't want to go in cheap to a place that I was relying on to learn how to do this right. So, I mean, I probably paid twice as much as I could have if I'd have shopped and just done my own shit. But I thought, fuck it. That's why I did it. I mean, I didn't want to bargain hunt and look like a cheapskate at a place that's never had a negative review since 1955. Right. To me, it was worth paying a premium. I'm paying top buck, but they're not crooks. And, you know, what I read, like, I know, like, my piano is, like, sounds right. It's not fucked up. It's not glued on keys that fell out of a truck, that kind of shit. I don't know anything about it, so I couldn't take the chance to get one that fell out of a fucking airplane and was glued back together.
Right.
You know, and, like, you know, electric piano, like, you're not tuning them and stuff, so
No, but
I
there's
could have got the best
one.
deal of the century for probably half off, and I just decided to bend over.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a great piano for your buck, and
Yeah, I mean, I think I paid. I got the $500 fucking dollar. It's like trading in a car. I mean, it's a business, right? But once I knew I was going to tie in lessons, and I just didn't want to like be getting a piano on Craigslist, and then coming in there, it's like, oh, Mr. Reed, like what piano? And the guy's such a sweet guy. What piano do you think you'd like? It's like, oh no, I got one for $500 on Craigslist. Oh, fuck you. I didn't want to do that.
All out of tune and everything else.
Yeah. I just didn't want to fucking take that chance.
I know.
And this guy is like I said, the sweetest fucking guy. He reminds me of Mr. Rogers. He's like the nicest fucking guy ever. His name's Eric something. He's like the salesman there. This motherfucker is the straightest, honest, no fucking around bullshit in the world.
What made you go to Roland? I mean,
Roland... I'll tell you what, maybe because I went down there, just stopped in there one day, drove by there. It's like went in there, was talking to this fucking guy. He said, well, my opinion, he said, I wouldn't go lower than $2,000. And they had a sale. And he showed me the different ones. And, it's 2-year warranty. You can trade it in within 2 years for a better model at some kind of half of a fucking, it's a business, right? I know how business works, which is why I pay retail at bookstores, because I know the fuckers aren't going to be around if I don't buy books there.
Yeah.
And I respect like a place, especially a place that's been around since 1955. I mean, I expect June Lockhart to come out and give me my first lesson. And an old fucking bitter pervert like me actually appreciates this. It's like fucking Happy Days. No dirty words. I like it. No dirty words. Everybody's got family and kids. They're not talking about pussy and dragon's milk. It's a break from my daily life. And I like it. And they're like, no nonsense, no fucking around. And I can see why they never got a negative rating, because they're not fucking anybody.
Right.
And I appreciate that. And it's just a whole nother level of people that I'm associating with while I'm there compared to the rest of my life. I'm not, and I like it. Fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel comfortable learning from these people. I'm not gonna get my wallet isn't gonna be missing out of my pants and shit.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're like the real deal. You're actually going there like 1960. I keep waiting to run into Marcus Welby.
Oh, God.
It's really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling the guy, the Eric guy, I said, I got a YouTube channel, I just, and it's probably not something you like. And I said, I doubt, I said to him when I first met him, I said, I'm pretty sure, by talking to you that you're not interested in how much blowjobs are going for in Detroit. He said, no, thank you.
Oh, God, Tom.
Yeah. So they know what they're fucking getting. I mean, I should get A fucking plus, man. I didn't think you could like get me to jump through these kind of fucking hoops, but they do. Yeah, it's when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't even recognize me in there if you just compared to like on here. Yeah, I just do my shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. But I actually like it because it's so different, and after all, I'm just there learning how to play the piano.
Right.
And I don't want a guy like me teaching it to me.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah,
I wouldn't either, that's for sure. Oh, God.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it's
Oh,
like an
thanks.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Just a new experience. I would have never thought. And first of all, I never thought I'd be living in fucking Georgia. I was thinking that today. I
Right.
think I'm down here all the time. I'm down in Augusta, and I know like quite a few people now. Athens. It seems like I died and I got like woke up again, and I'm here. That's how it strikes me. Honest to God, man. Fucking in Georgia, can't believe this shit. Fucking new house. Fucking taking piano lessons. This is fucking crazy.
I know. Completely different.
Yeah, like
But listen-
totally different, man. Fucking 1,000 miles away, knew everything. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
fucking dream. I swear to God, it is. I fucking really think this.
Yeah, I know it.
It's just you don't know, like, you know. And I meet Marty through eBay. I probably sold like 50 things on eBay. That was it. It's just to get rid of shit.
Right.
And I mail him something, and it gets there in a million pieces. And he sent me an email that said, "Hey, this thing came like trash. I refunded his money. We get talking." I mean, this couldn't happen again in a fucking zillion years.
Yeah.
We get talking. We talk all the time. We got a lot in common. I don't even like hang around people. Neither does he. And then, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to a nut house a couple times, and I just got to know it when I met him. And it's like, yeah, you know, I told him about it. And he said, you know, they're like super good people. He said, you ought to just come down here. Yeah, I think you need a change. It's like, yeah, I think I do too. Drove down
Yeah.
and went back. It's nuts, man. It's just like weird. Like you could, if I can understand, like if you were a Christian, that you would think this had something to do with that, you know. But if you're not, what is it?
Right.
Shit luck. I think it's just like I can't explain it really.
Yeah.
Like today, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. I mean, I never even cared about the Carolinas. They didn't interest me. I knew it was big Bible Belt territory. You know, I'm there getting fucking oysters today at a bookstore. It's like, this is like not real.
Yeah.
And at my age, you know, you can kind of understand a transition like this if you were younger. But
Right.
not at this age. Yeah, I got fucking lucky, man. Believe me, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
got
did.
better. It could have got worse, you know. Got
Yeah.
better. Yeah, I was
No,
thinking.
I know.
Yeah, you just never really know what's around the corner.
No, and nowadays, you know, it's hard to meet good people too.
Yeah.
You know, everybody is so out for themselves now that, yeah, it's hard to meet, you know, good, you know, down to earth people.
Yeah. I will tell you this though, that there's really something to that Southern hospitality. I mean, for sure. People are so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere I go, it's constant, like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. I mean, I never see any people pulling over to help people. It's really
I know.
Yeah, it's like
that's nice. I know.
There's no racism down here. Zero, none, zippo. You know, when I was up in Detroit and stuff, you know, I'm going down there. It's, you know, I'm thinking, oh yeah, right. You know, this is on my mind, right? It's different all the time, every day. It's not like that down here. I mean, yeah, I did interview, and there were cool relationships with like Ebony, but even those were like tension filled. You know, she thought exploiting her. None of that bullshit down here. You're the sweetest people. My mail lady, the places I get gas, everywhere I go, it's like everybody is super nice, considerate. Yeah.
Yeah, we need more of that.
You just wonder what makes, as far as like African Americans, they should be more pissed off than anybody, and they're not. I mean, Detroit, it's like, oh my God, man, this fucking.
Oh,
you're on your piece.
Scary.
Of shit. Oh fuck, yeah, scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is nuts. So
I know.
Shit,
I've watched documentaries on YouTube about Detroit, Michigan. My God.
And that stuff that I went to, that stuff, like Maddie, that area, that really wasn't bad. Now the east side, you notice I never went over there. No fucking way. I'd have been dead by now.
Oh, good.
Motherfuckers would have killed me within a month.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
There's a big difference from the east side to the west side.
Oh, fucking huge. Night and day. Yeah, that Maddie area, it looked like it. Like, oh, wow, it's scary. You're down there. Not really.
Right.
But the east side, you noticed I wasn't over there fucking running around 2, 3 in the morning. They'd have found me in fucking pieces.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, for sure. And you can look it up any way you want. Big time dope dealers over there. Pissed off lunatic, fucking just angry, crazy fucking poverty.
Yeah.
You know, those places where I were, a lot of Mexicans, still some Polish living around there. It was run down and on its way out, but nothing like the east side. Like Atlanta. You notice I'm not going down there and interviewing. Yeah. Now, downtown Atlanta is nice. You go down there, it's really nice. The aquarium, that place where I went to the helicopter convention. But the kind of places I like, the Blight, the rundown neighborhood, no fucking way I'm going down there. Those motherfuckers kill me down there too. Same with Pork and Beans in Miami. Before they're cleaning it up now. Fuck that too. They'd have killed me down there too, just for the fuck of it.
What's Pork and Beans?
It was that was probably the first 20 episodes on the first 48. A high crime area. Remember when they were killing people renting cars that were getting lost leaving the airport, and they ended up changing the license plates so you didn't know that they were people renting cars? Actually, I know a guy that owns a restaurant in Thompson that grew up in Pork and Beans, didn't leave there till he was 30. And he said what they would do is you'd get lost. It was easy to get lost coming out of Miami airport. You'd end up in Pork and Beans, and there'd be all sorts of these guys waiting at a stop sign. They'd come up and smash your window with a baseball bat so you couldn't see. And then they'd run. If you gave them a bunch of shit, they'd kill you. Yeah, if you look at the early episodes of the first 48, probably the first 20 were in Pork and Beans neighborhood. And he's a good guy. Like, he owns a restaurant down here. And I said, well, what would have happened to me if I had just, went down there and done these interviews? He said, that would have not been good. Just by hating you, you wouldn't have had to do anything wrong.
Wow.
They're pissed off, waiting to act on something. But where I was, I'm telling you, man, that shit was pussy. I mean, I did get run into one night by a couple fucking drunk guys or high. That's not that big a deal, but those other places, there ain't no fucking way I'm going down there. I'd get fucking killed. But I think I was kind of worried about getting killed if I'd have hung around Detroit, because it finally got to the point where you had enough of these people around there thinking I'm getting rich, and while I'm getting rich, I'm killing prostitutes. And there's enough fucking nuts down there to believe this, and actually thinking that they were doing a good thing, and it'd be like huge bragging rights to kill me. So I quit going down there. Get the fuck out of there.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
That time you were pulled over.
Yeah.
Attacked. Yep. I mean, that was it for me. I thought, you got to get the hell out of there.
But that could have been just drunk. I think those were like drunk, crazy motorcycle gang fuckers. That probably wouldn't have killed me, just acting tough. But
or they were doing something for YouTube too. Because you were quite popular back then, interviewing, the prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah.
So it could have been they wanted that video.
Yeah, they wanted that. There was a guy down there doing that all the time. That he was going around telling all the girls, I was killing them, and you better not talk to me. And yeah.
Yeah, and then you got swatted in that restaurant.
Yeah. Well, I used to be able to, at the beginning, I could go down there and like nobody really knew much, anonymous. I get in, get a few interviews and get out.
Right.
And it got to towards the end where I would have people come up to me constantly. It's like, are you there interviewing these people? I had Daisy, I had that van. I was easy to pick out.
Yeah, you were. I know it.
But I'll tell you, when I go back
Yeah.
there, I'm going to go down there again, though, because I'll have a different car. Nobody knows I'm going to be there. I'm going to go back there and do it again when I go back to Michigan.
Oh
I'll
boy.
go in there, get in there, see what's up, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, then nobody would know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll tell you what I won't do, though. I'm not going to be doing those lives while I'm there.
No, don't do those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just upload it later.
Yeah, upload it later. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But
No.
those areas like Fort Street where Maddie and Gerald were, nah, nothing really. In Michigan
Oh
Avenue,
really?
nah, not really. That wasn't. It looked like it, like, you know, when you saw those videos. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been down there if it was that bad.
Yeah.
No way. Now, I did go to the east side in the daytime, and even that was bad. But no fucking
yeah.
way. No way. Look up Detroit sometime, east side at night. There's a guy there.
Oh,
I never
God.
talked to him, but he has a pretty popular channel. Never talks. His name's Charlie Bow. B-O, Charlie Bow.
Yeah, he drives around those neighborhoods.
Yeah. Now,
I've
Charlie,
watched him.
pull it off. Look at Charlie's videos of the east side.
Yep,
just-
I've watched his driving. Yeah. He doesn't talk. He just drives through these horrible areas.
Yeah. Yep. And I'll bet you nobody knows
Crazy.
who he is. He goes into those, crime-ridden beer stores.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he'll like pull in a convenience store with all these gangs hanging outside, and I'm thinking, my God, this guy, he's lucky he hasn't been carjacked or something.
No, but he's like black. He probably dresses like he's broke.
Right, yeah.
And that video's, he's long gone by the time you're watching that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked watching. I watched him for quite a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was another guy, Fred guy. I talked to him a couple of times. He was actually a guy that would clean out buildings after people got evicted.
Oh, I never saw him.
Yeah, he had a big Detroit thing down there. And I was on their radio station one time. A guy down there, he would catch these people dumping garbage.
Yeah.
Open the garbage and figure out who they were and go to their house and say, "What'd you do this for?" And he'd follow them around. He ended up getting sued by somebody. And they
really?
Walk right up on cars where whores were, blowing guys and.
Oh my God!
Detroit Crusaders. Jonathan's his name. He's a sprinkler repairman and a good guy. I liked his wife too. They had a digital radio station for a while, and they had me come down there and interview me one time for about an hour and a half. Yeah, and I think it's something Crusaders in Detroit.
Huh?
Yeah, something Crusaders in Detroit. Yeah, he's a good guy. I liked his wife too. Yeah, Jonathan something. And they go around. They had a series they ran, and he was doing really well for a while. And then YouTube, changed everything. They did a series for a while called Return to Sender, where people would dump junk, and they'd figure out who it was and go back and film and approach them. It's like, why'd you dump all this shit?
Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah, let me see if I can find them. Detroit. They changed their name. They called me after they got sued to ask me about some PI shit. I remember talking to them. Detroit Camera. Yeah, here it is right here. It's called Detroit Camera Crusaders. Detroit Camera Crusaders. It's got 17,900 subscribers. Yeah, he's a good guy, Jonathan. Yeah, now I'm going to look at his videos. Yeah, see, the last video he uploaded was 3 months ago. So he's not doing it like he used to. He's a good guy. Jonathan's a good guy. I like his wife, too. Yeah, it's a good channel, though. No, he was on. I mean, I didn't really. I talked to him about this one time. I didn't really like their attitude with prostitutes. I was looking at it differently. Like, you get caught up in this, and they were looking at it like they're ruining our neighborhood. So we kind of had, a dispute about that. Not argumentative, but they looked at it much differently than I did. Which I get. They're living there. I'm not.
Right.
You clean up the neighborhood, and twice a week somebody is getting blown in your driveway. It tend to wear on you. But that fucker did a lot of good shit for Detroit, and still does. They still live down there, Warrendale. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But the radio show, they had a couple dykes that like kind of did Ed McMahon like sidekick, kept the conversation going. And I remember him telling me later they thought I was crazy. I mean, I was just answering their questions. Yeah, I went down. It was the recording studio was in Redford. It was a good experience.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, there's an example of YouTube, they were really doing well. I remember they had like 10,000 subscribers, and I had like 100. I thought, man, I'm never going to get 10,000 subscribers. They were,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how this shit works out. Yeah, so I don't
Yep. I know it.
YouTube's, they've changed a lot. So, I mean, guys like him and guys like me, I mean, that business.
Yeah.
I wish someone would come out like Elon Musk. I wish they'd come out with like a YouTube competitor.
Yeah.
I do.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But there's just nobody that's going to you're not going to promote your company on what I used to do. You're
right.
So, I mean, it's kind of like fantasy land. And nobody, even though people thought it was cool, YouTube was one of the few companies that could afford to do this shit for free. So even though people thought it was cool and interesting, you're not going to pay to have your product advertised while I'm interviewing Maddie and Marguerite.
Right.
Shit model. So the only way to make it really fly is that I pay for my own shit. Don't suck any advertiser's ass. Don't need to jump through any hoops from a third party like YouTube. And there's just a market for it. I mean, everybody thinks it's cool and interesting, but you're not paying $20 a month to watch me do this shit.
Right.
Which is why YouTube makes it and nobody else did.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just a fucked up, quirky. Believe me, man, that was a flash in the pan. It was an isolated, finite time period. I hit it. I was late to the party, but not too late.
Right.
And now it's over. What are you going to do?
Yep.
It's like a lot of shit, The music industry.
Oh, I know.
Movie theater. I was lucky I got what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know it.
Yeah. Timing's everything. I mean, you look at who'd ever thought, if you're our age, that malls would be getting put out of business and you'd be ordering it delivered to your house.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, there's good and bad to it. It's convenient. It's cheaper, but it's not and it is fun. You can't have it both ways, and you don't. You go to like Best Buy now, and it's like it looks like a fucking time trap.
Yeah,
and they look like 10 years behind in everything that I can get online.
Right, I know it.
In place, shit is so outdated.
Yeah.
Who the fuck goes to Best Buy to buy a computer anymore? I mean, why?
Oh, I know.
But they're hanging in.
I know.
That Geek Squad is keeping them afloat. But once the baby boomers like me die out, because everybody's learning how to fuck with this shit now in school as a young kid.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, you're not getting a 60-year-old that doesn't know what software is anymore. That market is dwindling.
Yeah.
And everything's plug and play now. I remember getting viruses when I first got on the computer. Just fuck my damn shit up so bad. I couldn't even turn the goddamn thing on. I get some guy, Norton virus thing, try to get rid of it. Had to take it into a place, fuck my shit up, lock it up. It's like, fuck. Those days are gone, man. I can't tell you the last time I had a fucking virus that fucked anything up.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I had like the worst ones too. When computers first came out and like you could afford them, you get on, I'd click on some fucking fake porn link. One time I clicked on a fake porn link, and all the icons on my desktop, they all like fell into the left corner like leaves.
Oh boy!
I couldn't even see them; like they were stacked on one another. And I can't even turn the motherfucker off.
Oh God!
Yeah, and you go in, they'd fuck around. It'd be $300, but you could use your computer again.
I know.
Yeah, and now I don't get any of that shit anymore. Like your computer is infected via audio.
Right.
And your computer's like, well, I learned not to click on those fucking things. Get help now. That's when you really get fucked. When you click on that.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. Yeah, it's like you got all this shit that's telling you sure you want to open this. This is a fucking phishing thing.
Right.
Yeah, you got Windows Defender in the background. I don't even have an antivirus thing. The Windows one's good enough.
Right.
But back in the early days, man, if there was a virus out there, believe me, I got it. And you could get it through like legitimate websites. You could get it on NBC.com. It wasn't, these crazy motherfuckers were like writing these viruses everywhere you went. Emails, attachments.
Oh, I know. Have you been getting, there's a scam. I got one that a text message to my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Which means they have my phone number that I had toll charges and I better pay right away. Click on this link.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I had just seen a news break on my Newsbreak app about these fake toll things going around.
Yeah.
And I got one. I thought, right, I'm not clicking. We don't even have toll charges here, Tom.
No, I get some fake shit, man. I mean, if I look at my spam, I'll have like 20 packages that got delivered, or I charge something for $2,200. I mean, just hundrds of them. And I get a lot.
I know it.
I get a lot of them from YouTube. My account's been suspended. Click here. I mean, but there's just you're gonna have to get lucky to get me on that stuff anymore. But I got on it too back in the day. I get a lot of telemarketer things. They got this, that, Medicare. Yeah, big fucking.
Oh,
scam.
I know those things you sent me were so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
Yeah. I get them all the time. They got these things that create these new numbers with fake caller ID. And there's like infinity of like numbers they can create.
Well, and you know what's so funny, Tom, is all the people you talk to are foreigners.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll call up and it's obviously an Indian scammer. And he'll say his name, Paul.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And you can tell by your voice is an Indian scammer.
Yeah. Indian scammer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And now they've been doing another one lately, a car wreck that I got in.
What?
Yeah, car wreck. Somebody reported that I rear-ended them. Just one thing after another.
Oh, God.
Shortage of them. Yeah, that's for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nuts.
I know. Oh, well. Hey, Mark, what are you doing? What's Mark doing up there?
Hitting that ketamine.
Yeah, Mark, what are you doing?
You hitting that ketamine? He's meditating.
Nah, just screwing around with my hardware here.
Oh. Oh, God. It's starting to take effect, huh?
He's trying to log in. He's trying to log into Pornhub.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I think I hit the hay.
Oh, me too. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Steph.
Oh yeah, thanks for getting your StreamYard back.
Yeah, I got it. Yep, we'll be doing a lot of them now.
Yep, it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun having the lives again, Tom, where you don't have to screw around trying to get somebody on your show.
Yeah, it's worth it to not, fuck around that bullshit.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It really is. Yeah.
It fucking works.
Oh, I know it. And I really enjoy talking to my friends on here.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, I don't know how many I have anymore, but
you know it's more fun. It's more fun to like do this than you have to type.
Yeah, I know it. I know it is. Yeah.
For a while,
you get to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the nice thing, I mean, I got plenty of enemies. I know that, but I'm fine with it because I just don't want like these lunatics around here.
Oh yeah, I know
Mark,
it.
I don't think you got. I bet Mark, you really don't have any enemies, do you, Mark?
not that I know of.
Yeah, good. So you don't have that lunatic Chris fucking with you because he can't come on and like ruin your chat anymore?
He just doesn't come on anymore. He shows up every once in a while.
Yeah.
And by the way, Stephanie, he got his teeth, and
Yeah.
they're not real. They're not
Implants.
They're just dentures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how stupid that motherfucker was.
We knew that they weren't going to pay for free implants.
Yeah, $50,000, $60,000.
Yeah, I know, Mark. And then he emailed Tom again.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, was it, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. He emailed Tom. Oh God.
It won't go away.
Why?
He's nuts.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
He is nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it's been how long, and he still is trying to weasel his weirdness back in.
No, just fucking crazy. He sent me a friendly one, hope there was no hard feelings, and told me they got into another new apartment.
Oh yeah. Well, you got kicked out of another one?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Beeping.
Yeah, for being a creep.
Yeah. I mean, he just looks like a guy that'd be out there with his underwear.
Maybe.
And Debbie's just fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
Good night, lucky girl. Yeah. I mean, thank God. I would like to send him some kind of gift for not having children.
Oh.
Small token of our occasion.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine that?
It
goes to show you there's somebody out there for everyone.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Both of them, tell their friends they don't like who they're with. But if they could have done better, they would have. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
like, it works for both of them. I don't really like all these fucking loonies. Michelle, them. I don't really wish him like bad luck or anything. I hope life gets better for him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I don't either. I still, like to go to Michelle's show and stuff and talk to her. And
do you talk to her offline at all?
No, I don't have her email anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, but no, I never really opened that door.
Yeah, I mean, she's really like a decent person.
Oh, she is. She's just, yeah.
She's just in a time in her life where
right.
220 volts to the temples. Sure.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And the one thing that I hope to come out of this is that her fucking nutty husband, who's nuts, I hope he realizes now that I wasn't trying to get in her pants.
Oh, I know it.
For whatever it's worth.
But then, yeah, we don't even know if that's true because, you know, I mean, she was the one that said to you that her therapist said to stay away from toxic people. Well, that would piss me off too. You have every right to say, what the hell are you talking about?
That's after I got one that same day in the morning about being a good supportive friend.
Yeah, I know. That was terrible. And even if her therapist said that to her, why is she telling you? If she doesn't think you're toxic. No, I didn't like that. That was dumb on her part.
No way. Mark, does she come on your lives?
Very rarely.
Oh, okay.
She has been on before, but not that often.
Yeah, well, good luck to her.
Yeah, I wish her the best. I hope she's doing okay. I really do.
Keep saying that over.
All right, guys. Well, good night. Good night, everybody in the chat. It's been fun.
Mark.
Yeah.
Good night.
And Mark, you take care, honey.
Yeah, you too, Stephanie.
Okay. See you guys later. Good night.
Right,
good night.
Bye.
See you later, Mark.
Good night, Tom.
Party on.
Party, man.
Bye, you guys. See you, Lucid. Have a good night. Yeah, take care. Bye, Janice.